Yo's, what you telling me? What you telling me?
Fuck that house now. I'm back. To the top, I'ma make it. Niggas just can't take it. To the top, I'ma make 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 it.
Down under. We live from the down under. Australia stand up.
This is the Patty Mills stream. Patty Mills.
Australia stand up. You know
that was a nasty cover of that song, AJ.
You try to do my down under cover?
Yeah, Men at Work.
Down under.
Try to do your Men at Work.
I think you were like a little Jamaican or something.
Down under. Yo, Australia stand up. Yo, Australia, Patty Mills. What's good? Nest Kingdom was good. It's your boy AJ. It's Saint here. Chubbs here. Julian's here. We back. Finally, we back. Great win tonight. Yes. If you guys are joining us right now, we have beaten the OKC Thunder 120-96. Shout out Nest Nation. Shout out everybody joining in the chat. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Australia, Philippines, Africa, Germany, UK, everybody worldwide. Nest worldwide. Shout out you guys. Do a quick shout outs and then we'll get into it. Shout out Zay. What's good, bro? Where you been? We've been around. Arthur, what's good? Gwen, hey, Roshi, what's up? Patty Mills, the real Royal, what's good? Who else is in here? Etienne,
Real Royal, man. We ain't streamed last game, huh?
Oh, man, the one time Real Roy when came in here, wow.
He was probably that
was a great game. Uncle Drew 11, Jonathan Fernandez, Tommy Bryant, hey, what's up? Muhammad, hey, what's up? Yo. JW National Web Design, hey, what's up? So, if you guys don't know, again, we be here being the OKC Thunder, 120-96. KD led with 33 points. Now, if you watch this game, and I tweeted this out before, this game kind of could have been a trap game. This could have been a trap game because OKC is one of those sneaky good teams. I'm not going to say good. They're still like young and rebuilding, but they're a sneaky team. They just won 4 straight. So we going into this game, like we should have won this game and handled them, but like I said, it could have went either way. So early on in the first quarter, the Nets finished the first quarter on a 14-4 run. 30-25 lead while shooting 55% and holding the Thunder to 37%. Again, the defense was crazy on the Nets. But Thunder regained the lead with a 9-0 run. Then it was 42-39. By halftime, the Nets led 61-48. We had a 20-4 run. This is when we blew the game open in that second quarter. Durant, again, KD had just been going off. Had 18. Mills had 14 at halftime, and Harden had 11. They were shooting 11-24 from 3, and we held the Thunder to 38%. Wow. Overall, and 36 from 3. We got a super chat.
Super chat alert. Jelani Scatliff, I think.
Jelani, shout out, thank you for the super chat, bro. He said, "Don't look now. We moved 15 on offense and 4th on defense. P.S. Before Patty Mills shot went and KD was yelling. That's how you get it done, Lakers." Yeah, man.
Shots at Lakers Nation.
Yeah, man. Yeah, like I said, the offense is starting to look a lot better, man. Like it's starting to look a little bit more fluent. It's taking time, it takes time for I guess everything to fall together, and the Nets are looking pretty good on offense. Then the third quarter came, Nets 90-74. Again, it was just a kind of a blowout from there. So there's not much, not much to go deep dive into this game, but again, big shout out to Patty Mills. Wow, what a game for Patty Mills. How you guys feel, Chubbs, Julian Saint? How you guys feel about Patty? 9 threes, 9 for 12. Right, 9 for 12. Mm-hmm. 9 for 12 from 3.
That's crazy.
Points. Wow. All I gotta say is wow, Patty Mills. How you guys feel?
Go for it, Chubbs. Go for it.
Yeah, Patty Mills is he's one of those shooters where he's gonna be off one game, but when he's on the next game, he's gonna be insanely on. And this is a perfect example. There's a good chance Patty low key could go 1 for 5 versus the Warriors. But when he's on fire, it's a dangerous sight to see, especially next to KD and Harden and LMA cooking. Like that's an insane sight to see.
Oh, and I forgot to tell in the second quarter is when Joe Harris came down. I don't have the clip. Joe Harris came down and twisted his right ankle. And sprained his right ankle, left the game in the second quarter. So if you guys don't know, Joe Harris was out for this game. He was there first quarter, second quarter he was out in that middle. I think it was like the middle second quarter. He left the game with a sprained ankle. So
he didn't return.
He didn't return.
If there's any like Joe Harris, like good, he's gone, because I know there's a lot of people in here that are like Joe Harris is trash. But if I see anything, I'm gonna hand out some timeouts tonight.
Timeouts.
Oh,
Same was tight, yo, because people were saying, like, people were sharing that Joe Harris was like hurt. I was like, what? Why y'all sharing?
Y'all cheering. Yeah, that shit's like, dude, that dude's been hitting 60% from three for the last 7 games. And I know that, well, let's see him do it in the playoffs. But if you haven't noticed what he's been doing besides shooting threes so far, like the man's been averaging like about 4 to 5, 6 rebounds, as well as like playing better D, a lot of better defense. I mean, a lot of people even in here, like DJ Chasm and Daniel were like, they got on the stream during the halftime and they're like, yeah, I got to give it to Joe Harris, man. He's playing defense. He's doing other stuff. Like,
I don't even care. I don't care how bad a Nets player is. If any Nets player gets hurt, I'm not cheering for the Nets player. I'm not doing that, bro.
That's an insane thought. Like, why are you cheering your own player to get hurt?
But then you look at this, and then somebody says Joe has not been playing great. Like, I don't know how to even say your name, but you must have not been. You must not have.
He has been.
Okay, good. My bad.
Yeah,
my bad.
He said, "Okay, Howard here. Howard,
I read it right here.
Howard said there will be no Jarvis. Yeah, no Joe Harris slander. No Joe Harris slander tonight, yo. Dirty Joe. Like I said, he's been playing great. Like I said, I pray that he's good. I hope it's not anything serious. It sounds like he just tweaked it. It looked like a tweak. So it didn't look too serious. But again, I'm never cheering. I don't care if Javon Carter got hurt. I'm never cheering like somebody who's been playing bad on the Nets. I'll never cheer for them. Like,
I'm bummed too, because I really wanted him to. I hope it's not bad, and I doubt he will be there for the Warriors game. But it kind of bums me out that he won't be there, because that would have been nice to see. But I mean, as far as like tonight, I meant to tweet it out and talk about it in Discord. But like the things I wanted to see during this game, like one of them was I wanted to see more consistency from Patty Mills, and the fact that he came out tonight with the 29 points, 9 for 12, I was like, I've been waiting to see that, because I think we got excited like the first couple games he was out and we saw him hit all those shots, and then he went cold for the longest time, right? And you know that's not Patty Mills. So
Tubbs, I'm that boy.
If you watched Patty Mills in San Antonio, you know that's not how he plays. So it was good to see him out. I wanted to see more Bemry tonight. So that was my other what I wanted to see. He got about 20 minutes run. Outside of that, though, like I'm not even gonna. We won't even talk.
Oh, and by the way, the Nets went 50, 40, 95 tonight, which is crazy.
Yes,
50 from the field.
Efficient
41 from 3 and 95% from the foul line.
Them sound like Kyrie stats. So that's crazy.
Low key, man. Low key. And then we were tied. We actually tied on the rebounds, 44 each. Turnovers, we had 15. Thunder had 14, and points in the paint. They had 2 more points in the paint than us. Again, if you watch this game, if you're joining us right now, the Nets just beat the Thunder 120-96. 2 big stars of this game. Again, KD was just I gotta pinpoint KD, because KD has been playing like oh my god, it's undescribable.
You talking about Weapon?
Unreal. It's just unreal how KD's been playing, bro. Like
you talking about Durant?
Slim Reaper. I'm talking about this man right. This man right there. That man right there.
Talking about 7 foot and can pull up.
Man right there.
That's what
him.
He's talking about that 7 foot demon on the court.
Okay.
Okay.
He's definitely
right.
And like I said, KD just came out early 10 points in the first quarter. Light. then he was just holding it down for the whole game. Honestly, he would just whenever the Nets got cold, it's just KD was just that light to just shine. You know, what I mean, the shine and
Like,
just score for us.
Hey, shine bright, like, you know what I'm saying?
Shine bright like a diamond.
Yeah,
right, like a diamond.
Bird.
Yeah, KD 9 for 17, 2 for 6 from 3, 13 for 14 from the foul line, and 33 points, 1 steal, 4 assists, 8 rebounds. Like, amazing.
Imagine, like, you just see it. Imagine you playing. You've never seen KD play before, right? And you see him. It's like, okay, it's a 7-footer, right? And he started doing behind the backs, right?
Yeah.
And then right after that, bro, you see him do like a spin fade or like a regular fade. It's like, bro, like, chill out, bro. You doing too much.
Bro, I forgot which play it was.
Bro, chill out.
I forgot which play it was, but there was a play in this game, like right there. There was like 3 people trying to guard him up, and it was all net. They couldn't do it.
He was wilding, bro.
You don't have to like
block
it's
his
not
vision.
fair to be that skilled.
KD and Harden,
chill out.
KD and Harden low-key came home on their their OKC days. I think this is their first time back in a minute. And KD, like I said, KD they said KD was getting booed in that starting lineups. Like OKC was booing him.
They showed it on TV.
So this kind of, I feel like KD kind of like wanted to, like, I'm gonna put it, I'm gonna give you guys the business. And KD, there's the only thing in the fourth quarter. Like I said, I have no complaints about this game because it was a great win. But the only thing in the fourth quarter, which was I was kind of upset about, was the way Nash has done this thing with KD and Harden. Right, every fourth quarter, it's like last game against the Pelicans, he leaves them on the bench. And then the Bulls game, he starts Harden. And then another game, he puts both KD and Harden on the bench to start the fourth. So it's like, which one is it? Which one what are we gonna do here, Nash, in the fourth quarter? And this fourth quarter, he started Harden with the second unit, right? He started Harden in the second unit, and then Harden couldn't with the second unit, Harden struggled to keep the lead against OKC with the second unit. So the Nets led that. The OKC got it down to 10 with 5 minutes left. It was 101-91. That's when Nash was like, okay, I got to put KD back in. And KD, scored us a couple points. I think Patty hit a 3, and then we ended it like that. But this thing with the fourth quarter, it's like, I think he should just keep Harden starting the fourth quarter, or just do something in that fourth quarter. Stop leaving our stars on the bench in the fourth quarter. Like, keep one of them in. You know what I'm saying? Because I just feel like that fourth quarter is the most important quarter in the game. Mm-hmm. So it's like he keeps going on and off. And then you seen the Bulls game is where it hurt us when he benched Harden and KD the fourth quarter and we lost. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what is it here? What is it? What are you doing here, Nash? What were you doing? So I don't know. How y'all feel about that fourth quarter? Like,
I want to go first. Well, you know what? I mean, listen. It tonight it wasn't as. It didn't bother me really because of how we easily, in my opinion, we easily controlled the game. Yeah, the beginning was a little like typical Nets basketball, whatever.
Yeah.
We kind of fight. Usually it stays close. Then we open up and they come back a little. We go up ahead. So it didn't really bother me tonight. I think it's just what you're talking about, I don't think is as bad unless it's like a really good team. Like during Chicago or like against the Warriors coming up, or just other top teams. I think that is a problem.
But he does it. Yes. He does it against good teams too. That's what I'm saying. Like if he didn't do that, if he didn't do that against good teams, then I wouldn't say nothing. Like if he always put KD and Harden in the fourth quarter against a great team, or not both of them in, give one of them a rest, but at least put one of them in against a good team, then I wouldn't say nothing. But he does it against good teams. He benches both of them.
Well, depending on how long Joe Harris is going to be out, he's going to have to make a slight adjustment, because I could easily see. I hope to see this. I hope to see Patty Mills slide in the starting lineup.
Oh yeah,
I'd go for it. Yeah,
I've always wanted to see that. Anyways, like when we were at the beginning of the season trying to figure out
when Joe was going through his struggles in the beginning, I kind of like was thinking like I mentioned that like Patty should be slid in there.
Yeah.
But Joe just picked it up, so I was like, "Okay, you got it, Joe. You got it." Yeah.
But
when Joe started hitting, I was like, "You got it, bro."
Right. Hey, we got another super chat real quick, though.
Oh, thank you for the super chat, Jelani. He said the last 5 games, KD's averaging 32 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists on 64% from the field and 66 from 3, 91% from the free throw. Yeah, MVP, best in the league, K Dizzle. Yep. He's the best in the league, best player in the world, man. It's clear. It's clear. But yeah, like I said, the fourth quarter is the only thing was like really confused about this game because when the OKC got it down to 10, I'm like, come on, like you know what I'm saying? Like it shouldn't have been like that. Like KD can't have to come back in.
Right. And it's a reoccurring issue too.
Yeah.
Even back to the Hornets.
Yeah.
That Hornets game was just like that. This is a reoccurring issue, so I don't even know.
Like KD should have like sat this fourth quarter and rest his shoulder or whatever he was dealing with. It's like he didn't have to come back, but it's like every fourth quarter, Nash, like I don't know, he either sits Harden and KD, or maybe he played one of them. I don't know if it's like a feeling kind of thing, but I just feel like you should stagger them. With the we don't have a big three anymore, so the second unit is not going to always. Although Patty and LaMarcus is like playing amazing, they're not going to always outscore. Like they're going to have trouble. They need a shot creator. They need at least one shot creator or one guy to kind of like draw the defense and pass them. You know, so they need at least one of those guys in. And with you just put all the second unit in there, some teams are gonna, you know,
bro.
God damn.
Some teams are going to do that. If we play a good team, they're going to be like, oh, okay, y'all don't want to put KD Harden in fourth quarter? Boom, boom. The coach is going to put these starters in. Yeah.
People sleep on Patty, bro. Patty he won a championship against LeBron, and he's played in, I think, like 9 or 10 playoffs. Like,
yeah,
like his experience, bro, is like he need to start, especially with Joe not being here. Like, he need to start.
I'll read some comments. Somebody said the crazy thing is he's doing this off a ruptured Achilles. Yeah, man. Shout out T. Ahmed. I like the fact that KD came back and gave us 6 more points. Yeah, but like I said, it wasn't. He shouldn't have had to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's nice.
He shouldn't have had to do that. Harden and the second unit should have took care of business. You know.
Can we talk about that shoulder real quick though?
Yeah,
Can we talk it? That shoulder thing's bugging me, man. I mean, hopefully it's just like bone bruise or something, tissue. Like, but I get nervous because I've had shoulder surgery. So every time I see somebody grab their shoulder like that, it's like I think like bone spur. I think some.
Every time I see KD get hurt, I start panicking.
Yeah, I was panicking today too, man.
Bro, because he's literally carrying some guys, bro. So it's like sometimes I'll be like, yo, every time he gets like he grabs something, I'll be like, oh my god, my heart just sinks. Like I'm scared. Like, you know? So this is just like, oh my god. How do y'all feel about Harden tonight though?
He was all right.
He was all right.
Yeah, Real Roy, how you feel about Harden? I gotta see how the real Harden stand in the chat.
13 assists. He had 6 rebounds, but he had 6 turnovers. He did have 3 steals. Like he did do a bunch of other stuff. Mm-hmm. He hit all his free throws, but he was 1 for 8 from 3 and 5 for 13 from the field.
That's so crazy. It's kind of. I didn't even realize that.
It's not. How do I say this? If Kyrie was here, I wouldn't care about those numbers.
Yeah,
he was doing that when Kyrie was here, and even when those little minimal games that they got to play together, he was having numbers like that, and you can live with it.
You see what Real Royal wrote? Yo, he said, "Let's talk about last night. Let's not talk about."
You can't always reflect on the past.
Like,
you gotta look to the present, and the present.
We have to assume that like Kyrie isn't coming back, so it's like just looking at just doing simple math. It's like he has to like score better than what he did last year because we don't have Kyrie. So it's like that's why it's the only reason I'm scared. Everything else is cool. But it's just the scoring. Like,
okay, hold on. Yeah. I'm sorry. Time out. Okay, Gween, you know why I banned you, and don't say dumb as to why I banned you. I've been trying not to put him on the spot, but since he's just begging me to unban you,
he want to get free.
Okay, Gween made a pedophilic joke in our Discord chat. He made it.
Him?
Yes, him.
What he said?
He made a something about how like 12 years old is like the sweet spot or some shit. And then proceeded to post a picture of a child. Not an explicit picture, but just a picture of a child. How are you going to say how? You literally posted this. You literally saw you post shit.
Yo, this is not real, bro.
I don't know if we can free. It
was a young. Was it a girl?
Yeah, it was a girl.
I don't know if we can
You're better than that, Gwen.
It doesn't even matter.
You're better than that, Gwen. There's no R. Kelly-ness in my Discord, bro. No R. Kelly in my Discord, bro.
Nope.
There's none of that, bro. It's supposed to be about Nets, bro.
Since we're talking about it, our Discord can get a little crazy, but with most
better make
people
a new
that
account.
are watching right now that are on Discord, it's all like some people. There's some people, and Queen's one of them, that just come on and they just get over the board with shock value, trying to put stuff out there to get a reaction, and he's one of them. So
this one, see, look at Nicholas Reset. Nicholas Reset. It was a young, yo.
Can't do that. Make a new account.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't even matter whether you're joking,
bro, can't do that, bro.
Whatever. It's done. It's done.
Yeah, there's none of that, bro. We can't do that, bro. Shoot, I lost my train. That took me.
Yeah, let's move on.
Because Mike,
that
he
took
just
me way
in the
off.
comments like, I'm banned.
You talking about Harden?
Like, you know why you were banned?
Oh yeah, thank you. We're talking about Harden. Like I said, I wasn't even pissed at Harden this game. Like I wasn't even that mad at him because it was a blowout anyway. So it didn't really him not playing that well. Like wasn't like crazy to me. It was just like he was just there for me tonight. He was just there. Again, he was passing well. He did good passing. The turnovers was killer though. I couldn't stand the turnovers.
How many games do we have? 13. We have 13 games in.
Yeah, I think it's like 13.
Yeah, like the scoring, he got to be on point with the scoring, bro.
Yeah.
I'm scared about that. Like I'm genuinely scared.
And we're gonna pick up Harden. Last game was best game of the season. 39 points. 11. That's the Harden we know. Last against the Pelicans, that's the Harden we know. But we gotta see.
Just so far and few in between. Like, he's had like 3 good scoring showings this season, and really 2 because one of those he had like 19 free throws. So he's had 2 genuinely good scoring games where he just like put the ball in the bucket and stuff like that. Not to penalize him for getting free throws, but it's like you're averaging 4 free throws a game, free throw attempts a game. So we have to see you put up good numbers while only with that average,
Can I throw a different side to this? Because I don't like today. That's why, I'm looking at this game, and if you think about it, I mean, I think Harden was obviously trying to make more shots, right? And he would have, and if say he made even half of what he shot, right? Say he shot 50%, that's what 4 times. That's another 12 points. He's in that 24 range mark. So, but I also think there's games where he can do all the other stuff, and you would rather have that be more of a point than him scoring. Like, yes, you want him to score, but I don't think it's such a when you have KD playing the way he is, just out of his mind. You can't leave KD on the island though, bro. It depends on the team we're playing. It depends on the team we're playing. Hear me out though. You still had James put in 16, Patty put in 29, LaMarcus put in 15. If Joe didn't go down, maybe he would have put in anywhere from 10 to 15. I guess what I'm saying is that I think sometimes it's okay that he has a bad shooting game and does all the other things else because you don't need him. I mean, you are, I don't care what anybody says, you're going to KD as your scorer. Mm-hmm. So I guess I'm just saying, like, some games, like, it's okay that he has a bum game. He had a great game the other day.
Like I said, I didn't say I wasn't coming at him for having this game.
I'm looking at the consistency, and I'm like I'm putting them I'm trying to imagine them like in a playoff setting. Yeah. And I think we could easily get overwhelmed if you're averaging like 16 points and you're shooting 40 from the field and 30 from the field.
Yeah, but I don't think he's going to be consistent like KD or Kyrie would this year.
That's what I'm saying.
He's a superstar though, so it's like you have to.
You got to be
3 scoring.
But you're asking him to do so many other things though. That's my point. Like, you're asking him to be a point guard. You're asking him to.
He was doing it last year.
Yeah.
But when more than one person was out. So I'm just saying, with more people back, it's not going to be as what you're looking for. I get what you're saying. We're both kind of saying something that makes sense, but it just, what would you like to see him average in is a better question. Because I don't think realistic.
It's not even about like the average. It's just about him like being consistent. because
at least
difference
shoot
was
44.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
Yeah,
like,
being consistent with it, just being consistent.
What would you think would be an adequate, consistent?
It's exactly what he averaged last year.
Yeah,
25. What was it? 22 and 8.
25.
Yeah, 22.
Was it 25 and 8? No, it was like 22 and 8.
It was 24.9, I think. 24.9 and 10 and 10.
It was like 24 and 8 is fine with me. 24 and 8 or 22 and 8. And I'll take 20 and 8, honestly. 21 and 8. I'll take 21 and 8 from Harden every night. Because the difference between a star and the role players, superstars are consistent. You know superstars are going to give you them automatic buckets.
I mean, you have people saying he's one of the greatest
here.
Scorers of all time. Like, you have people saying he's the best offensive player. So it's like,
but he's not that. But see, that's the thing, though, is people need to, because I think this is a great thing. People need to give up on Harden being the Harden we saw in Houston. That is not going to happen with this team as it's constructed. He will go out and have good games where he hits those 30-plus games, but he's really going to be, like, I had another post up there before, I think you changed it, said about a 20 to 25
25
with 10 assists. Like, and then he's going to get you, like, anywhere from 5 to 10 like, he is changing his game. Like, I think people need to, how do I say this? Just because he's not hitting those numbers that he was and his game is changing, people need to look at that as that he's still just as badass as he was. He's just doing it in a different way, I guess, is where I'm going with it. Like,
right.
But he is like he's like showing that he's like unable to as of right now, he is showing that he's unable to score, and that's like a big big part of his game. But last year,
unable to score. See, that don't make sense to me.
No, I'm not saying like unable to, like not literally unable to score, but like if you're
talking about consistently.
Yeah, like consistently, like 16. I'm just saying, like, because I'm looking at, like, what if we go against the Bucks? Chris Middleton might average 19 and shoot better from the field than you. So it's like if you're only putting up 16, so it's like, I don't know, and our role players aren't always like consistent.
That's what I'm
like,
saying.
He would have probably had more assists tonight.
Middleton,
he would have had more assists tonight if they were hitting shots.
But Middleton has a much different role than Harden does on this team, though.
And to go back to Here We Go's point, it's like we can't rely
assists tonight, though. By the way,
we can't rely on Joe Harris, LaMarcus, and Patty all the time because they're
not super.
Not that they're great. They're great, amazing. Yeah. They're amazing for us right now. But it's like they're not players that are, you could, like I said, they're not superstars. You know, they're not. They're role players. They're role players. So it's not like we can't rely on them, and we can't put KD on the island by himself because it's okay when Harden doesn't have to score when, you know, Patty's hitting his shots. We're playing a trash team. We're playing a bad team. That's when we're not going to care. But when we're playing a great team, we're playing good teams in a row. That's when Harden has to like score.
I mean, if you look at the Celtics series last year, he averaged like 25, 10, and 10, right? Mm-hmm. So it's like, I don't see why you. I mean, we don't have Kyrie, so maybe your assists might go down. Yeah. But it's like, if you. Kyrie also averaged like 26, so we're not gonna have that 26. Yeah, I don't trust Patty and LaMarcus to make up for that. And if we lose Kyrie and you're averaging like 19, I don't think we beat them. Maybe,
but I'm sure that's gonna go up. But speaking of Kyrie,
I do too.
This is the segment of what's Kyrie doing today. And right now, Kyrie is fighting in the Matrix. Right
now. The Matrix post had me tonight. Yo. I was dying when he put the Matrix.
Kyrie's literally fighting in the Matrix today for his $17 million that he's making.
The Matrix tweet was mad funny. I'm not gonna lie.
I know everybody wants to know. I want to know. Everybody wants to know what Kyrie is doing every day. So today he is in the Matrix. He is literally fighting.
Yeah. So, I'll read some comments. Somebody said it's an 82-game season. We're only 14 games in. Yeah, like I said, I wasn't mad about how Harden played. I'm just saying in the future, like when we play better, like I said, we're gonna have a stretch of games. We're gonna play like the Bucks and somebody, you know, the good teams in a row, like the Warriors, like 3, 4, 5 good teams in a row. It's like we can't have Harden just being a playmaker. Like y'all saying, you can't just have Harden be a playmaker. Like y'all saying,
I think that he'll be okay, like in the end. But as of right now, I don't see where he gets to a point where he averages like above 21. As of right now, and that's kind of what we need bare minimum because once again, Kyrie is not here. Yeah. So that's just right now.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying.
I've said that I think he'll be cool. I mean, you see last game that he has the ability to do it. You know,
yeah. Like I said, it's there. It's there sometimes, and it's there like It's not there sometimes. That's why it's just we got to get to the point where it's just an even line, just even.
I mean,
but on the flip side, again, and we could probably move on from this. You also got to understand with the loss of like Joe Harris, outside of him, who's really setting who up on the team but Harden? Harden had 13 assists tonight, so I think it's a little different, like. Because I really believe this. I believe that like when you're a point guard and you're looking to set everybody else up, it kind of takes you away from your shot a little bit. So
but he did it last year, so it's like you got to at least have 24, 25.
He also was in better shape before he got injured as well. And I'm just saying, like, there's that aspect. He's adjusting this year to all the fouls. He is essentially your primary ball handler right now. Even with Kyrie gone. So I'm not panicked. It's what? How many games into the season?
14,
dude. Like, dude's going to be just fine. Like,
after Harden,
I think he'll wind up averaging around 24 for the year. I really do.
I'll be cool with that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just want him to be like, I don't even need 24. I just said just to like at least 22 and 8 is fine with me. Honestly, just to 20. Get 20 for us.
Every night. I will say, like, there's some decisions that are going to have to be made soon because the final scare of watching Joe Harris go down, watching KD grab his arm today, just started really making me think about like injuries on our team.
How
quickly it could go really bad.
Yeah.
So whether that means either. I don't even want to get into that, but it really did bug me a little bit watching like Joe go down and then seeing KD grab his arm, and it just made me realize like we are like an injury or two away from things being really, really.
Like I said, like I'm saying, if one of KD or Harden gets hurt, it's no, bro. It's gonna be scary. Not scary hours. It's not gonna be scary.
No, and I think this man better. Oh, I got rid of it. I was going to say, Kyrie better get up off the couch. I was going to say
the second best passer to me behind Harden is probably KD. When Harden's not in the setting people up, KD's a point guard. KD's a great point guard too, bro.
How you feel?
Patty's good, but he's not really a point guard. He's not really
he's a scoring guard.
He's a scoring guard to me. But KD's over. Like when KD runs that point sometimes with the second unit. He be having, like I said, he had the second most assists today. Let me see. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, he did. He had 4 assists. Harden had 13. Yeah, like when KD's running points sometimes in that second unit, like he play makes too. He'll play make. I mean, he can still score and play make. That's what I'm saying. Like if KD can score and play make, Harden, you can score and play make. Because I've seen Harden score and play make in his whole career. He's done his whole career. He scored and play make.
Yeah.
But like I said, we're not trying to make this a Harden stream. No. Like I said,
no, I mean, but it's an under. Yeah. No, I don't think it needs to be like especially after the game he had yesterday. Back today.
39, amazing game. Like I said, it's just a thought. Like I said, I asked the chat. Well, I asked the chat what you guys think. I'll put a poll up if you want. How y'all feel about him? Somebody said I've been saying this. I want to see KD run the offense more. I'm not gonna say all that.
What more does that guy need?
Well, I was like, what more does he have to do?
Reminds me of that Tyrese meme.
I still want Harden. Harden's still the best passer. I still want Harden.
All I know is we have been seeing this face from KD a lot more this year.
Oh yeah.
Like he's on it. Like barring this dude staying healthy, if he keeps playing at the level he is, there is no way you can deny this guy the MVP so far. There's no way.
I still want Harden to run the point to BFB, but it's not like I said. I just said when KD runs the point, it's just he's really good at doing both. KD can play make and can score. Like when KD runs point, he's really good at running the point. But I still want Harden to be the point. Harden's still the best passer and still the best point guard. Like I still want Harden to do his thing because KD is better. Like KD's natural position is scoring first. Small forward scoring first. He's not really he can do the point guard thing, but his natural thing is just scoring. Like it's easier for him when you set him up. That's when
he's best when he's scoring. Period. Like shooting 55.
KD's coming off the screen, doing a one-hand floater, coming up 2 down screens. Harden passes him to him right in his spot, that's when KD would rather do that. I promise you, KD probably rather do that than run the show for like 48 minutes. Somebody said he definitely lobs and passes to the corner. We need Harden to be more aggressive. Jay already said now Harden needs to run point. I feel like this is why KD is getting MVP. I know we give Harden a hard time, but he's finding KD in spot to really score. Yeah, he is. He is finding KD in the spot. Like I said, I didn't even feel like I wasn't pissed at Harden today. I just because it was a blowout and we didn't really like need him that much today. Right. But until the fourth quarter was where it got a little shaky. But again, to here or there, like it wasn't that crazy tonight.
Speaking of Harden and KD, like we don't see a lot of Harden KD pick and roll or like a pick and pop.
Kyrie and KD did it a lot more last year. Before Harden got there, they did it a lot
all the time. But Harden KD pick and roll or a pick and pop, who is guarding that? Let's be honest. Who is guarding that?
Yeah, that's a fact. I wish we could. I wonder why that hasn't been like put in the offense yet. Because like you can't really like. What do you do? Switch? You know, you can't like leave one of them like. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
man, that's an unpredictable last pick and roll.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what. Like I said, the offense does look a lot. Every game, the offense looks a little bit more better and fluid. But I think we just got to keep pushing. Like I said, great win, great streak. You know what I'm saying? On the road trip. What were we 5-1 on the road? This road trip? I think it was 5-1.
The first time
it was 5-1.
Yeah. 5-1. Yeah. Going back home. Somebody said ask Jordan Ott, man. Yeah, I gotta ask Jordan. We gotta hit up Jordan Ott, man. Gotta DM Jordan Ott. Like, what's going on with the offense, bro?
Same one that started Brandon Knight, Jordan Ott. Yeah.
Oh, that was him.
Yes,
oh my God.
He was the coach for the summer.
Oh, he was the coach for the. Oh my God! Yeah. Good thing he's not a head coach, man. Because he is Jesus not a. Oh my God, he was terrible.
Had Javon Carter as a starting point guard.
He was trash in that summer.
Somebody said I knew Harden would have a rough shooting night because Lou Dort is the Harden stopper. That's crazy.
Lou Dort.
Lou Dort is the Harden stopper. That's crazy.
Dort was going to give Harden problems, bro. Especially with the rule change, he was going to give Harden problems.
Damn,
I thought that was a joke. I thought he was joking.
Harden fans, Lou Dort. They said Harden fans, so he said Lou Dort is the Harden stopper. Harden fans, how y'all feel
about that?
Lou Dort says Lou Dort is trash.
He did make a 3 tonight, though, didn't he?
He made a little 3.
He got mad fouls. I just remember him getting like 4 fouls in like the first half.
Real Royal Lou Dort is the Harden stopper. That's where we at. That's where we at today.
Somebody said Lou Dort is a good defender. He is a good defender. They're calling him like Baby Drew. I've been seeing like on Twitter people call him Baby Drew. They call him Baby Drew Holiday. Lou Dort.
Oh,
was he was the one that like he kind of locked up Harden on that one play?
Oh, in the playoffs? Oh yeah, was it the playoffs?
No, I'm talking about this game. Like I'm talking about this game. Like he kind of locked them up on one play, and then Harden shot a step back, and it kind of hit the backboard.
Oh,
y'all remember that play?
Yeah, I think I do. Was it the first half?
He like stopped him like 3 different times, like in the same play.
Yeah. I was talking about the playoffs. I remember he did give Harden trouble in the playoffs. When it was the Rockets. OKC. Oh, he gave Harden a little bit of trouble, but they ended up beating them anyway.
Yeah,
we see that. It was the bubble, I think. Was it the bubble?
Yeah, well, it was the bubble.
Yeah, I think it was the bubble. Yeah, he gave Harden a little trouble, but they ended up, somebody said he locked up Harden in the bubble. No, I don't think he locked him up, bro. Somebody run them stats then. If he really locked him up, run them stats in the chat.
Harden didn't get locked up in them playoff.
What were Harden's stats?
That's because the rules were still.
Run Harden's stats for the most Harden's stats for the OKC playoffs in the 2020. Was it 2020? Yeah, the bubble. 2020 against the OKC Thunders. Run them stats, man.
Damn.
I know we averaged like 32 against Lakers.
Pin Isaac put the Discord chat in there. Pin it.
Yeah. Okay. NBA League update. Like DeAndre Hunter of the Atlanta Hawks will undergo a tendon surgery in his right wrist and will miss approximately 2 months.
Damn.
That's crazy.
DeAndre Hunter?
Yeah, he is.
Man, that's a big loss.
He is fragile as hell. I'm sorry. He is fragile.
Why you doing him like that?
Bro, He is fragile.
We just played him. I feel like we just
like
he had a great game against us.
He just got back, and now he's out again.
Like 2 months.
Damn,
that's
a big loss.
Previous injury,
that's a big loss.
That's tough.
Somebody said Harden's defense was crazy in the bubble. The problem with Harden is he's lazy. Once the defense forces him to work, he has a tendency to give up. Yeah, I saw somebody DM me that earlier today during the game. They said like Harden's our weak link on defense, and why y'all shocked about that though? Like Harden's never been like. He hasn't been no lockdown defender. He's never been a lockdown defender.
That's not his thing. Like
Harden's never been.
It used to be really bad on the Rockets, but it was just because he didn't put no effort. But I wouldn't say like he's just not Kawhi. Like he's just not a great perimeter defender. But like he's not trash.
He's not
as bad as like 2015-16 defense.
Yeah, like he would really just watch you go around him.
He let you walk like.
And he just wasn't tripping.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say he's trash. But
when that person DM'd me that, I'm like, why are you like surprised that he's not the best? He's never been a great defender. I mean, he's a good. I'll give Harden this. He's a great post defender though, and Harden gets steals too. When Harden like kind of locks in, he began steals too a lot.
He led the league in steals.
Yeah, he gets good. Like he has good steals. Like he has good hands in the passing lane, but he's never been no like lockdown defender. So it's like. It makes sense, and it's not a bad thing because it's like our defense. What are we, number 4 now? We're number 4 defense.
He may have been,
other thing.
Your boys like he was good at steals, but he was a lot better at like doing the passing lanes.
Yeah.
That's where he was. If you had to say where his defensive game was, is he was really good at getting in the passing lanes.
Yeah.
And he's gotten a bit lazy on that.
Steals could be misleading too because you don't. That doesn't mean you're the best defender in the world if you lead the league in steals.
It's steals stealing the ball, like
steals. You just gotta be like have a good anticipation,
effort,
strip people, good hands. You can strip people in the, you know what I'm saying? Like somebody has in the post, just strip them. Like
I gotta talk about this because the second one I've seen where Cam Thomas can run point. No, he can't. Cam Thomas can shoot, but Cam Thomas is not a playmaker or a point guard. He can shoot. He can make his own shot. That's for sure. But
the Cam stands is in the building. Cam stands in the building.
I know people are like, "Oh, Joe's out. Bring in Cam." Cam can shoot, but Cam is definitely not a point guard, nor is he a passer or a playmaker. Only for himself.
Okay. So Real Roy put up the stats. He said Harden averaged 46 from the field and 31% from 3. So Lou Dirt locked up what? Okay.
Hey, Stephen O. Julian wants to know where your face is at.
I was dark in here.
Why you want to see his face, Stephen O?
Why you being weird? Yeah, bro.
Well, it's funny. I can see Julian just sitting in a dark room with a candle on.
Yeah, I want to see his face, dog.
I really have a candle lit.
Somebody said I think Cam can be a decent combo guard. Yeah, like I said, Cam's. I know the Cam stands is in here, and y'all want Cam now. I know that Joe's gone. I want
Start Cam over KD.
The Cam stands is in the building, man. Like I said, Cam, he's gonna get his run. I told y'all in the beginning, like the way to get his minutes is when somebody gets hurt, or like a filler. He'll be the filler guy in the trash time, garbage time. He'll be the filler. That's the only time he's gonna get minutes. So we'll probably see a lot more Cam. But as far as
why you just spending him like that?
What garbage time?
Why you just spending him like that?
He's a rookie.
You spending him like that?
He's a rookie.
You did him dirty. I can't hold you. You did him dirty.
What did he be in garbage time?
Yeah,
because he's a rookie.
AJ was like, maybe if it's garbage time or it's the last 10 seconds, or maybe the last.
Because he added the last 10 seconds. I just the last 10 seconds. I said like. Like today, we blew them out. It was the last 2 minutes he got in. Like, Dax had a garbage time. You know what I'm talking about. It's not even no disrespect.
Nah. I know what you said.
Like, it's just saying he's not going to get – you'll see he's not going to get minutes because he's a rookie. He's a rookie, man. He's a rookie. A rookie on a championship team. It's great.
But he gets his first meaningful minutes, and he drops an efficient at 25 points. I'm going to come back to this stream.
And what's Nash going to do? He's not gonna play him after the next game. The next game, what's Nash gonna do? He's not gonna give him no 30
He's gonna
minutes.
give him 0. The next few games, he's getting 0 minutes.
Exactly. Y'all know what's gonna happen. Y'all acting like
Who
we're the
was it?
coaches.
Remember Alizé? Alizé had a good ass game. He had like 20 points. He had like 15
25
rebounds.
20.
You know, like we're like, okay, but Alizé is gonna play now, right? Wrong. Negative.
2020.
We never saw him.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Steven, by the way, this is so you can see Julian in his room right now. That's in case you want to see him.
Yo, that's hilarious.
That's Julian right now.
Even that's Julian's face right there, man.
That shit beautiful.
No.
That shit's beautiful.
Yeah, that's what he's doing right now.
That's Julian.
Somebody said Lakers play Hillbilly Kobe apparently. So we got no excuse. Playing Hillbilly Kobe.
Are they talking
Who's
about
that?
Austin Reeves?
That's awesome.
Don't ever disrespect Kobe.
Oh, yeah. No,
I'll
no,
give that
time
kid
I
a little
checked, the
credit
Lakers have
though.
a terrible record. So what the fuck
I'll
are
give
they
that
doing?
little kid credit. I'll give him credit though. That Austin Reeves kid.
He's a good pickup.
He's a good pickup for them.
Are the Lakers doing good?
No, I
No.
mean they're
No.
they're actually doing
No.
better without LeBron right now.
Are they on like a win streak?
I think they won. Did they
Russ
lose?
been playing trash.
Yeah,
AD
no.
been low key carrying.
AJ, I swear
They
to
won
God,
tonight.
they literally look like us last year. They struggle against lottery teams.
Yeah.
They struggle against middle of the pack, but they occasionally beat top teams. They are literally us last year. It's funny to see. They play no defense.
Russ is getting
Yeah.
traded at the what's it called? When's the
Yeah.
deadline?
Chill, bro.
All-Star break?
There's no way he gets
All-Star break.
traded.
No,
You
nobody
gotta-
is.
I ain't gonna
taking
lie.
his
If
damn
Bron
near
wins with
50
Russ,
million.
like on the court, he's the greatest. I'm sorry.
Nah, the GM's not gonna do it. He's gonna make some trades. Don't get me wrong. The
If you
GM might
can
make some
win with
trades,
Russ,
but he's
if
not
you
gonna
can
trade
win with
Russ.
bro.
Nets fans
You're the
do not
greatest
speak
by
on
default.
Lakers. I think we have plenty we could speak on that one there.
The GM.
Y'all really
Your
like
team
we'll
is
really,
trash. It is what
We'll
it
really
is.
mess around. We'll really mess around and make a whole stream just shitting on every team we don't like. I think
We will.
really
We had a whole funeral service for the Knicks last year. Was it Knicks? Yeah, the Knicks.
Yeah, it was a funeral. Sorry. No, it was the Knicks and who else? Was
There was
just
somebody
us?
else we did.
No, it was just the Knicks. It was just the Knicks.
It was?
We were supposed
I
to do
thought
the
it was-
Lakers, but I forgot.
Somebody else got eliminated. I think we beat the Celtics. Yeah, we beat the Celtics. But it was
We were
really
supposed-
mainly the Knicks. We wrapped them up. We laid them to rest. You know.
I was just
Everybody
doing it for the Lakers when they lost to the Suns last year, but I was just like, you know what, whatever.
Yeah, nah, let it rock. Let it rock.
This year, if they lose this year in the first round,
Hey, you heard what Shannon
Oh.
said? You heard what Shannon said? Shannon was finally like they was
Yeah.
talking about it today, and he finally said that he was like, Katie, you've been putting up with that shit for 11 years. Like he was basically saying he has a new level of respect for Katie because he put up with Russ for 11 years. He was like, I would have left in year 6. I was like, fine. Like, you understand? Do you know how serious it has to be for him to say that against the Lakers? Like, I was like, everybody understands now, you know?
Bro, like the thing with Russ, Russ could be the reason he could take a 6th seed to a 4th seed, but he could be the same reason he could take a 4th seed to a fucking 8th seed. It's a flip of a coin. Like you're gonna get the good, but you're gonna get the bad, and he's not changing for shit.
yeah, because last year I was like, oh, the Wizards are done up, and then all of a sudden, like they came out of nowhere, like the half of the year, it was just like they went on some streak, and then they made the
They were
playoffs.
on fire. Yeah, they were crazy.
If he just gave the ball to LeBron and AD in the 4th and just didn't do anything, or matter of fact, if he just sat down on the bench, they could win. You know,
but
Chubbs, I love you.
He's in there.
yeah,
I love
this is one of the
you too,
people in our
AJ.
Discord, folks.
that boy is,
Yo,
why he talking to
Is
himself?
this the same guy that be calling Say Beautiful? There's one guy
Yeah,
who calls Say
yeah.
Beautiful.
That's him. But
No,
Yo.
he called me. Hey, he called me sexy. By the way. No.
Whoa, okay, that's going a little too far, man.
Yeah.
That's what he said, bro.
That's what he
That's a little
said.
too far,
That's what he said.
yeah, let's just ask questions. Like,
Steven.
Oh yeah, he disrespected you. He tried your life. I ain't gonna lie.
Nah, I saw the
You
Wonder
trying to
Woman
say you
coming
got a
before
Wonder
you.
Woman headband? I didn't see that before.
I got the lasso of truth do-rag. Okay.
The last of truth.
yo, ask y'all questions because, like I said, there's not much. It was a blowout win, so there's not much to dive into. So just put @Saint in the comments. Ask any questions you guys want. Again, @Saint in the comments. Put any questions you have about the game, about anything. Say whatever.
Oh, shit.
Jesus.
One-
Oh, that's fucking beautiful, dude. That is literally the quote of the fucking night right there.
Yo, that's hilarious. Yo, the chat is on funny time tonight. This is what happens when we have a blowout win, yo.
I mean, you know what though,
son.
the feeling of less and less from last year of like we got this. It's like leaving. I feel so much better. Like that's the one thing I realized again tonight, where I'm just more and more. I keep going. We got this, even when we like we let them get close. Like we're not even. It's just like imagine if Kyrie comes back, or we add some pieces later in the.
And OKC is not really that trash right now. Like I said, they just won 4 games. They won 4 games. They're sneaky good. Like this could have been a trap. We could have lost this game if it really like.
This could have been a trap game. Like remember when we used to play? We would play the Cavs last year. We would play Detroit last year, and these motherfuckers would just ball us out. Like they would play real hard. That's how I kind of looked at the Thunder. So I was a little suspect on this game at first. I was like, these guys could really come fuck around, and like they had the energy, but they just didn't have the execution tonight.
Yeah.
But all right, I'm seeing some here. Hold on a second.
Yeah, there's a lot of questions now.
T. Ahmed, can we talk about Nash's stubbornness not calling out timeout in the last game? We kind of scratched on this a little bit, but
it's nothing new, man. You know
there also was something, and I heard it. I think Jay from Brooklyn. Before we started the stream, I was listening to Spaces before I came in here, and somebody said the same thing in there. And Jay brought up a good point though too about, especially they were like, "Well, I call the timeout." He doesn't call a timeout, and then the Nets go on and rattle off 9 points in a row. So I'm kind of like. I'm seeing with Nash, in my opinion, is I think Nash lets these guys play through stuff more than we would like him to. And sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. But tonight it did, at least. So, I mean, I think the other game the other day was more of a needed to take a timeout than tonight. I don't think tonight was really the game where you had to worry. But definitely in the Bulls game, definitely previous games where we should have called certain timeouts that Nash just you can't let the team always play it out. Sometimes you need to force them to sit down and refocus, which
Whoa, look at this this Reed Stevens question. I like that question.
Bro, there's 9 questions before him though, bro.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't reading them. My fault. All right.
You can't skip people.
Whoa.
Well, read one of them. Do we need to take Blake out starting lineup? Having 2 non-roster shooters is tough. It would be interesting to see if Claxton, whenever he gets over his mystery freaking weirdo sickness crap and gets revved up, I have no idea when he's going to come up, but he's even more of a non-shooter. I mean, what are you going to do? Millsap may have.
Wait, 2? He said having 2 non-shooters.
So I think he's talking about the lineup of Bruce and Blake.
And you're losing Harris.
Yeah,
but. I mean, listen, I used to advocate for, in my opinion, to have LA starting, but as time has gone on, I'm actually happier he's coming off the bench. Mm-hmm. I'm more comfortable with that. Yeah. We need that scoring. It is a great combo with him where Patty came off.
But I put that on Twitter the other day. I put it up like, yo, Blake is shooting 18% from 3. Is he hurting us? And there was a lot of people, Jay from BKS, everybody was like, nah, Blake is good. He's a glue guy.
We didn't need him. The reason why I said that was when you have Joe Harris, James Harden, and KD, you don't need him. Because honestly, is Paul Millsap really going to do much better? No. You're not going to put LA in there because we definitely need him for the second unit. So you can live with him out not shooting as well as he has been. But you do look at the other aspect of what he has been doing. Rebounds. He's leading the league in charges taken. Like he is being that gritty, like hard hat guy that we need. So I'm okay with it at the moment. It would be if other people weren't shooting, if Joe wasn't making, if Harden wasn't, if none of those guys were really hitting, then I'd say, yeah, you have more of an argument there. But he is doing other stuff that quite honestly we need in the lineup, especially Paul Millsap hasn't really been around. We have no Claxton. We don't know when he's coming back. I'm okay with it. I don't even think we have a choice, to be honest.
Yeah, I was just putting, like I said, a lot of people in Nets Nation was saying like he's good. So it's like, I don't know. It's one of those things. It's like,
But how long? I mean, granted, Patty wasn't in the starting lineup, but we kept bringing Patty in when he wasn't shooting, he wasn't hitting. So I just think he's got to work through it. I don't expect him to be like a 39-40% shooter at 3. I'd like to see him hit a little bit more. I mean, or I'd like to see him step in personally. I would like to see him get that 3. And this
Blake,
is what
you talking about Blake?
Yes, I would like to see Blake get that ball, and if he's open, step in a little bit, take a mid-range.
I think all he needs to do is score in a post. If he can if he can just score in a post, he'll be straight. Like you don't gotta always take a 3. And sometimes he just like passes up to open 3. Like you just it's just I don't know. He doesn't have like the confidence sometimes. But it's a win or lose thing with Blake because sometimes Blake is like, rebounds, the hustle, and the offense is not
hard
there.
hat, yeah. No.
Yeah, and sometimes he plays good on offense, and then it's like, so it's like, I don't know.
Well, it'll be interesting to see once Paul Millsap comes back because he has been dealing with congratulations. He had a baby and all that shit. So it'll be interesting to see if there's a little bit more rotation there. I'm going to combine these two. How long do you think Joe will be out for? How do you think this Nets are going to react to handle this back-to-back against two good teams? Do they rest, especially without Clax, Millsap, Joe, and Sharp possibly out? These next couple of games are going to be
coming from basketball experience, like in general, like when you sprain your ankle. Now it depends on the severity of the sprain.
Yeah,
but an average sprain is like a week, 2 weeks at the most. 2 weeks, a week to 2 weeks at the most. That's just like the lowest. Sprain. And that's talking about if Joe has swelling and his like thing balled up in his ankle, that's definitely like he's out for a week or 2.
I think we'll know more in the morning. I hopefully they just precaution took his ass out and we're not even gonna test it. We're just gonna pull him.
But I doubt he's not gonna be back by the way he was running looked really bad too. So I don't know.
Yeah.
He's not gonna be back by the Warriors. I think it'll be a week at the most, a week or 2. Ice. He's got to ice it. You know the drill. When you sprain your ankle, you got to ice it, wrap it, keep it elevated.
So now we'll ask Julian's question that Steve-O said: is KD better than LeBron's peak right now? I think so.
LeBron's peak?
Oof.
What's LeBron's peak?
The only thing that I give LeBron that at his best that none of these other guys have been able to touch. Is that motherfucker went to the finals 10 times in a row.
Now look, I feel like how we identify.
I'm sorry, but I'm not a LeBron
crazy.
lover, and I don't like. I'm not really. I'm not a LeBron fan, but the fact that man went to 10 finals in a row should tell you something.
I feel like we
and I don't know at the prime
like
LeBron
peak.
over.
I feel like we can compare their finals, like their finals stats against each other. I feel like they put up their best performances of their career against each other. And when you look at them, they're so close. Like KD averaged more points, but LeBron I've
always said KD's better than LeBron though. But the only thing LeBron has over KD is that LeBron's one of the best passers I've ever seen. Like LeBron's passing is unmatched.
At his peak,
that's the only thing he can. But KD can still pass. KD still averages like he can still average. KD can still average 8 assists, 6 assists, something like that. 7 assists.
Here though, I love KD, but bro, LeBron from 2016 to 2018.
Fuck.
No.
That shit. He was different. He was different.
He was different. Yeah, he got KD by a little bit, but KD is like on Cavs
carry teams to finals. Like it's not even funny.
Is this PKD though? Y'all saying this is
PKD now? So we have to. This is PKD.
What about his MVP year?
On Cavs, Braun was like 30, 31, 32, 33. So it's
I think we're seeing peak KD right now. We're seeing prime KD.
Yeah,
his MVP stats
even with an Achilles.
Yeah. Looking the best ever.
I don't know if it is peak KD though.
Like
what's peak KD?
Peak KD to me.
Golden State.
I would say either that MVP OKC year or the.
I mean, KD
he was averaging better numbers last year than
the Golden State year.
Yeah,
KD is better than LeBron right now. Yes, there's no argument.
Yeah, right now.
Oh yeah, he is right now. Okay.
But at its peak, that's a. But see, that's the thing though. They dominate both in a different way though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? LeBron's passing. LeBron, when he could just get to the rack and just destroy. I mean, it was like, imagine like Giannis's fucking aggressiveness going to the rack. but with skill. It's like there was that part of that when he was at a peak that KD has
know what
no
I heard
match there. But I also don't see LeBron being able to stop KD's like just his ability to score at will from all different angles.
That's a true point.
I just think it would be a battle, but I'm just saying, like,
you got LeBron averaging like 34 points too in the finals. It's like I didn't even realize that he averaged like 33.6 and 34 in 2017 and 18 and shot like 60%. I ain't even realized that. Like, you know what Skip said that shocked me, because we know Skip don't like LeBron, right? You know, his key saying is that, like, oh, I was there when this and that. You know, we know he loves Magic, we know he loves Larry and MJ, right? This man, and you gotta, for those who don't know, Skip to me looks like he's maybe like late 50s. Skip is 70 years old, right? So it's like he watched all these players play. I personally haven't seen Magic Johnson play like live because I'm too young. But Skip said that like LeBron is a better playmaker than Magic, and I was like, whoa,
what?
Yeah,
that's what he said. That's what I'm not saying that that's true or not, but the fact that like he was,
it's arguable though, because like I said, LeBron's passing is
arguable.
Godly, bro.
He's really
arguable. It is arguable because he's like I said, he might be one of the best passers of all time.
He is like when he said that, I was like, wow, like not only did you say that like he is for him to even say that he's close to him, but you said he's better, and you think Magic is better than LeBron. He thinks Magic.
That's the only thing. That's the only thing I think Bron has over KD. Everything else, I think KD scores better than LeBron. He's more efficient than LeBron. He shoots free throws better than LeBron. They probably rebound about the same. The rebound is about the same. The rebound is even. The rebound is even. But passing, even though KD still can give you 7, 6 assists, LeBron's passing is like all-time GOAT shit. Like, it's
AJ, I gotta counter. That 2016 to 2018 run was different. 2018 game 1 in the finals, 51 triple-double. 51 triple-double.
And I'm saying y'all need to pull their finals against each other. That was literally their best performances of their career. I feel like we can look at that and dissect it and just be like, damn, like somebody need to pull them stats.
Defense. KD's defense is better than LeBron right now. Overall, LeBron stopped playing defense in like 2014, bro.
Gotta be devil's advocate. I gotta be devil's advocate again. All I gotta say is 3 words. Talked about James.
Bro, y'all know LeBron stopped playing defense and like when was the AI block? When was the Iguodala block? What was Iguodala block? That's probably the last time LeBron played real defense. Like, he stopped playing defense since
after he got after Mark Gasol won Defensive Player of the Year over him, he stopped like defending in the regular season. But in the playoffs, he's straight. But KD's a better perimeter defender than him. But LeBron, I think he's
after the Iggy block. That's the last time I see Bron play legit like real defense. He doesn't play defense no more, bro.
I think he defends 4s and 5s better. But I would give like perimeter defense to KD.
KD can guard 1 through 5, and he's a rim protector. And I think he averages more blocks than Bron too. I think I gotta look at the stats.
I don't know.
He might average more blocks than Bron, like for his career.
Let me go on Basketball Reference so we.
Go on Basketball. Look at compare their career blocks. I think KD is up on him.
I know people have their different opinions about these players, but it's like if you watch
it's a good
basketball,
argument.
It's one of those things where, dude, at certain points, these guys just dominated. And it didn't matter who was there. And I'm sorry, LeBron had his run. 10 years straight finals. Somebody earlier said, "Oh, well, bully ball's not skill." Well, I didn't.
He can shoot now. He can shoot now, though.
I didn't see any other player consistently going to the finals 10 years in a row.
Miami LeBron couldn't shoot, but when he got to Cleveland, he got a bag.
Yeah,
like
LeBron can shoot now.
He can shoot now. He's not KD. I mean, KD's to me the best shooter ever. KD's the best shooter ever.
Is KD the best net over Vincent Kidd? Oh, for sure.
When his career is all said and done.
If you talking about like to the because
if he gets us to the finals, yes, but
you can't say that now. I mean, KD is the best player, but he's not the best
warrior. KD's the best warrior, right? But Steph is the best. Like, he's the greatest warrior because he was there. He got drafted there, so like you could make the same. You could say Jason Kidd is like the is greater than him on the Nets, but KD's the best player.
He's the best player. He's the best player to ever touch a Nets uniform, but he's not like
but the
you can't put him
like,
over Vince. Yeah, he's not over Vince and JK yet because, like I said, Vince and JK finals. Like, come on, and they've been here for how long? Were Vince and JK on the couple of years? You know what I'm saying? And I'm a KD, I'm vice president of KD Nation, so I can't even do that.
No, vice president. I thought she was president. I thought I was vice president. He was president.
Are you vice president?
I thought I was co-founder.
KD not a better shooter than
bro. I hate when people say that, bro. What he does is shooting, though. If you put the ball, if you flick the ball and it's a shot, it's a shot. Like I hate when people say that. Like a post fade is shooting.
And if you've been watching KD this year,
I hate when people say that, bro. That shit is stupid.
He has been shooting the ball more than he's been dunking it or laying it up. He has been legit 3-point to mid range.
But even KD said Steph is the best shooter of all time.
Yeah, that's because KD need to shut the fuck up. He's the best shooter. I don't know what the fuck he's talking about, bro. I hate, bro. Listen. The reason, bro. I've seen KD go like 8 for 9 from 3 in games multiple times before. I've never seen Steph just go into the mid range and just eat like that. Like, bro, KD's a better overall shooter for a fact, and it's not.
Well, I feel like they got to change that, bro. They got to say Steph is the best 3-point shooter of all time. Maybe that's what you have for 3-point shooter of all time. I mean, that's what it is.
I got the stats if you want to hear. So
for what?
You got the stats? The careers?
Okay, so we'll say LeBron's peak. Cavs 2015 to 2018. In the playoffs, he's averaged 31 points, 1 block, 2 steals, 8 assists, 9 rebounds, and on 58 from the field, and what's a 3-point? 36 from the 3-point. Let me go to KD. In 3 seasons with Golden State, KD averaged 29 points, 1 block, 1 steal, 4 assists, 7 rebounds.
That's crazy.
On damn near 50, 40, 90 splits.
And then career blocks?
Career blocks? Yeah.
Career blocks.
It's the same, I think.
Career blocks is, let me go.
Yeah, I want to see.
In the playoffs, career blocks is 1. In regular season, that is 3 blocks career.
I didn't say Steph. I didn't say Steph can't shoot mid ranges, but he's just not KD. Like if KD is a better 3-point shooter than Steph is a 3-point shooter, and that to me is what makes the argument, and that's why he's better.
Wait, what? You said Steph is better.
I said KD is a better 3-point shooter than Steph is a mid range shooter, right? Mm-hmm. Because KD's number 1 is mid range, Steph's number 1 is mid range, right? So when you compare their
3-point, Steph is 3-point. You talking about?
No, his 3-point. Yeah, Steph's 3-point is his best scoring option, right? And then his mid range is his second. KD's 3-point is his second. I'm saying KD does his second way better than Steph does his second, and that's all. And that's to me what makes the argument. Like he's a better overall shooter. It's just a fact. Like it's just a fact. Shooting is
he's the best scorer. That's what I'm saying. When we're talking about shooting, that's what people don't make it clear. Like you got to put Steph in the 3-point shooting. He's the best 3-point shooter of all time. But I know people just say shooter. Yeah, but shooting does include.
They say he's a better mid-range shooter than MJ. I'm like, get out, bro. What's wrong with you? No,
there's too many mid-range shooters better than Curry.
Too many. AJ, we're gonna have if you want to wait 5 to 10 minutes. Jay from Brooklyn said he was gonna pull up.
Oh, he says he's gonna come. Okay.
Yeah, he had something to. I guess things were a little spicy.
He hit you up?
Twitter Spaces. Well, yeah, I talked to him earlier. He might have something to share.
All right, yeah. Pull him up.
Yeah. So I got in the meantime, you want to do one of those tier lists, AJ?
You could do that.
You can get one of those out in 10 minutes.
I mean,
but yeah, I got one.
Jay, how long is it gonna take Jay?
He said 5 to 10 minutes. They're just wrapping up Spaces over there, and he'll probably come by.
What's it called?
He's already
got KD best shooter all time, and then Larry Bird the second best, and then Steph third best. Yeah.
All right, I got a topic for us to talk about because we were kind of joking about this earlier in Discord in the halftime when we saw what exactly. I know we talked about this, but I'm beginning to think that if there is a trade or we pick somebody up, James Johnson or Carter could be the two people to maybe go. Because we were looking at James Johnson's stats for the year, and this homeboy has played an equivalent, I believe, of like 12 or 15 minutes for the year. And he doesn't even have like a point, like a 1.0 in any stat.
That's a damn shame.
Like,
That's a damn shame.
I know we keep talking about Bloodsport as the enforcer, but he's not even doing that. Like, I don't he seems like that player that do we really need him? Like, could we get rid of his spot and pick up something we really need?
Oh. I feel I don't know. I feel like Johnson is just gonna be one of those guys where it's in the playoffs. You'll see why we got him.
I don't even
I
think
feel
that
like,
though,
I feel like
bro.
it's that though.
But you really think they're going to give him 12 minutes so far for the year, and then all of a sudden we're going to see a shit ton of James Johnson, and he's going to be...
Well, put it this way. Like Jay said before, there's going to be series where we're going to run into a super physical team.
Yeah.
And I feel like James would be that guy you can just throw on somebody to match that physicality and also just pick up some fouls just to save someone else from getting fouled out. Because look at it. Blake fouled out in Game 7. Imagine if James Johnson was there to save Blake from getting fouled out.
Through an elbow or two.
But you haven't even... See, I wish we would have picked up somebody exactly like Al Mack just said. I think we should have picked this dude up, Isaiah Hartenstein. I feel like we were looking at him. I would have loved to seen that pickup.
I'm not liking how James is on the team at all. But like I said, like Chubb said, I know what he's here for. Like I know he's
no, I agree, but I
veteran
don't think he's here
punch.
For the playoffs.
He's the playoff kind of veteran, punch you in your face, foul.
Type.
Yeah, the foul kind of guy.
I don't think he's gonna get a lick of time in the playoffs. You kidding me? I just don't see it. I don't.
What about the Sixers matchup?
Dude, he literally, I think,
or Bucks.
The only he only played 3 minutes in the Philly game. He only played 5 minutes in I think was that Charlotte or whatever that was. 6 minutes in the Washington game. He played 20 minutes in Milwaukee game. Had one free throw. He had 2 free throw attempts, only made one of them. He had no rebounds. He had 1 block. He had 3 fouls. He had 1 point. The other game that he was in for 7 minutes, he only had 2 points. He had no rebounds, no sit. This guy literally does not do anything. That's my point. Mm-hmm. Like, even Detroit, the other game where he played 20 minutes, he had 3 points. He did have 4 rebounds that game, but he literally is like not doing anything even when he does come in. So I guess my thing is like, I like the idea of him, but I just don't see the need for him. And I really don't think a guy that's literally giving you zeros every time he comes in is really going to be a go-to guy in the playoffs. Like, I get what you're saying, but I just don't see it. Like, I feel like, I don't know.
I don't think he's going to be go-to. I just think he's going to be one of those, like,
he's not going to be a go-to, but he's going to be like,
like PJ Tucker?
Like, that's why we got him. Like, that type of deal.
Like a PJ Tucker kind of thing, right?
Well, but PJ Tucker,
he's gonna do the
PJ Tucker had like 0.0, but he played good ass defense.
But PJ Tucker did a lot more than James Johnson does, and you would take PJ Tucker over James Johnson,
no doubt. But still, it's James Johnson still in that group of he's gonna get his hands dirty, and he's a player you can easily plug in when you.
I want the KD stopper.
Match a sense of physicality in the game. Granted, he's not putting up anything, but
has no KD stopper.
He's literally just
what did you say?
I'd rather have the KD stopper over.
Did you just call this man the KD stopper?
Yeah, PJ.
He tried to slide that.
KD only averaged 33 against him. Like that's the KD stopper. That's the KD stopper.
Whoever in the chat calls PJ Tucker the KD stopper, I'm gonna slap you to this webcam. I'm gonna slap you to this webcam.
Hey, y'all ain't see AJ face like he didn't hear me clear at first, and he started to realize what I said.
It took a minute for him to process it.
Yeah, I heard KD stopper.
He said, "What did you say?"
The thing is with James Johnson, y'all got to understand. You know how many players like there's always going to be a player on your team that just doesn't play at all.
Yeah,
There's always going to be that player. There's always going to be that player. And the thing is, we gotta understand with like, there's always going to be that one player that doesn't really get PT, but like they're like a good veteran presence in terms of just being on the bench. It just like that matters with the team so much. Like Theo Pinson saw 1.9 minutes a game on our team.
Yeah, but his energy was so vital. His energy was vital.
Saint wants him out of here, bro. Saint wants JJ out of here.
He's pointless. He's not going to do anything.
There's so many players. I mean, but there's so many players in the
Hold
NBA
on,
that are pointless.
Let me read this. Let me read the super chat.
Julian, okay, I was going to ask Julian to say what he said again, so I'm going to show him something.
Nah.
Because we're going to be like, Julian, say that shit.
That's what I'm gonna do to all y'all in the chat who said PJ Tucker is a KD stopper. Y'all, I'm gonna stop this with kid, bro.
Or anybody that says James Johnson is like our savior, like that.
But James Johnson keeps the bench warm though for KD and stuff. That's a key. That's a key role. That's a key role.
Let me read this in the chat, bro. Thank you, Mike Zeri. He said y'all bugging. He taught KD the spinning elbow. Thank you, yo. Blood Sport taught KD how to do this. Y'all know what he taught KD how to do.
Stop playing with me,
man. Stop playing with me. KD didn't have that last year. He didn't have that in his whole career. I don't think KD ever had that.
He didn't have that in his bag last year. No, he had it.
I haven't seen KD hit the elbow like that ever, yo.
AJ, can we talk about this photo real quick when you're done with your video? Yeah. Can we talk about? We found out Jay from Brooklyn hit us up and told us, because remember we were making fun of
me because he said he said Joe was right next to him. He's like, yo, Joe's right next to me. I got the scoop on this. I got the scoop on the grill.
So this thing is called the something egg, the mega egg or whatever. That fucking grill is $1,200 to $1,700 grill right there, because it's got all ceramic inside of it. You can smoke, you can barbecue, and you can do some other shit with it. But it's all coal based. So that little thing right there can be anywhere from $1,200 to almost $2,000, and he was using a butter and garlic spread to go on that steak. And apparently,
I got that same grill.
I want Jay to come up so we can. I want to hear exactly what Joe. I want to hear exactly what Joe said to him. I want to hear exactly what Joey said to him, yo.
But saying, I'm not gonna hold you, not to be an asshole, but why did we need this information?
Because we had this conversation. We had this conversation, and we just got important. And Jay was on, and this was something that we posted.
Right.
And a long time ago, Jay goes, "I'm gonna find out the scoop for that."
Yeah, I remember Jay said that.
Jay extracted information. You know,
a month later, he got the info.
$1,200 for that is insane.
I mean, that's
all ceramic. It's all ceramic inside of it. That's why.
That money came out of his shoe, bro. That money literally came out of his shoe, bro. He found that in the sock.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pocket change to Joe Harris.
Because I remember I was looking at my Twitter DMs and Jay was like,
all clowning him for some weak ass
bro, I'm sitting next to Joe. I got the scoop.
But the thing is like literally like, you know how like you'll go in your glove compartment in the car or whatever just to check for something, bro. He'll find just a fucking whole rack just in there.
Yeah. And we were clowning Joe for like some cheap ass like Walmart Target grill. It turns out that thing
I'm not even gonna lie. That photo has been coming in so clutch recently. Like that photo is so useful for so much good.
Why they coming at Joe like that, bro?
They come at Joe all
why Joe wasn't grilling in the playoffs?
He ain't had a grill yet.
He didn't buy the grill yet. He didn't buy the grill. Did he have that? Was that before the playoffs?
It ain't about sticking up for Joe. It just we finally got some legit news from the word of Joe Harris through Jay from Brooklyn. We had to share it.
Didn't Joe Harris get hurt though?
Yeah, he did. He did.
Oh, why?
Yeah.
What happened?
He twisted his ankle.
Yeah, he came down. He came down on like it was a rebound, right?
All right, thank God it wasn't worse.
Yeah, it was a sprained ankle. It's probably 2 weeks. I'm saying it's 2 weeks.
And then we're all guessing what Millsap's probably out for a while. At least it's nothing like serious.
That's why I want Jay. Jay would probably know.
Millsap was only a personal thing. I do have an idea of what Jay might say when he comes in here, but I don't want to say it. I don't want to speak for him.
I think Millsap will be back soon, very very soon. Mm-hmm. Like he'll be probably back by Warriors. I think he'll be back.
He'll be back. Yeah.
That game is gonna be so good, bro. Oh my God, I'm waiting for that game, bro. I'm gonna be going crazy.
I swear, if Harden doesn't drop 30 on Curry's head, we're gonna have a problem.
I'm not gonna lie, Harden better be doing step backs from the half court line, just somehow fucking make.
He better.
People are also underestimating our defense for that game too, though. We have a much better defense facing them than we did.
We got to scheme up Steph. We did a good job scheming up Steph from last year. What was it last year? That first game, the opener.
That first game, boy, KD and
games.
Kyrie busted
Both
at the
games,
boy.
Yeah.
That boy got clapped first game.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm putting a lot of faith into Bruce Brown on Tuesday. I am, bro. Bruce Brown. He stopped Trae Young. He did, bro. If Bruce Brown is
Steph
able to do
though,
this, bro,
Steph is a different
Steph
animal.
is gonna clap him. I'm not gonna lie to you.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy
Yeah.
that like we're like, bro, let's hope he locks this dude up. Meanwhile, this dude is just like the best player in the NBA right now. Let's hope Bruce Brown just locks this up.
Steph is gonna go crazy. Hopefully he
That
doesn't
boy
go
Steph
crazy.
averaging
but
30.
He's
Y'all saw
wilding right now.
Y'all saw the dunk Blake had tonight though. That shit was nuts.
No, that was crazy.
Fire.
But
Never thought we'd
like,
see that again.
I think
I didn't think his knees could do that.
I think in order to stop Steph, like,
Right.
we need to get
We
someone
gotta-
to how to we need to get someone to how to raise in their cheek and like.
Nah,
so
you gotta just double him, bro. I mean, he's not really a way you can. There's a way you can. You just can't let him get. You can't let him catch it.
I mean,
You gotta deny him.
he literally runs with like a chicken with its head cut off. He's literally just running 360s around the court.
Yeah,
every
he's
fucking
like,
time.
yeah. Or you can just whisper 3-1 and he'll just.
Hey, I
freeze up.
do have.
Oh yeah, he'll defeat.
I have
That's fact.
a quote from Kevin Durant on his shoulder. He says, "It's solid. It was a little sore here and there, but I played, so keep getting treatment and taking a day at a time." So it just sounds like whatever he's going through, it's like sore.
He's played every game so far, right? Yeah, he's played
Yeah.
every game so far.
Bro, imagine, bro. I couldn't never imagine KD playing every game, but like, bro, like sometimes you're like, bro, I can't really see this dude missing a game.
He used to always do that though. Before like he started getting injured, like KD was one of those
Right.
guys that would play like 82 games all the time. Like he was like
I'm
kind of
just-
like Harden.
At least we can all be happy with the fact that none of these guys have went down at all, so everything has been going good for the most part.
I do feel like they need to give him a rest. Exactly, I'm gonna say. I do feel like if we do
After Golden State, rest him.
yeah, I really think you should give that man a rest.
There should
I hate-
and like we're in a good position. Like we can give him a rest, bro. Like there's some games, like obviously like they're just rookies, but like there are games where like, bro, we should just give the rookies reps. Like
You
there's
talking about on a back to back or just like in general?
just obviously back to back's more suiting because like you know if Katie's just coming off of playing 48 minutes, obviously not playing that much, but like just playing a whole game and going 11 for 17, like there's always so much you can ask out of the dude, and like him playing backs is like we know playing back to backs is like a recipe for disaster, especially against a bad team.
And Jay is in the building.
Oh, Jay's here. Jay's here. Yes,
sir.
Jay's here. Yo, Jay, man,
What's going on?
bro.
You sound like I got my camera on.
What's good
What's
with the? We were just talking about the. Oh, put the pickups. Put the pickups. Say.
Oh yeah. We were talking because you came through with some. We were talking about the grill, what he was cooking. Joe Harris, you got the info.
Mhm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Chef Joey B. Yeah, we were talking about the green egg because I knew when you DM'd me, I was like, oh, he got the scoop on the Joe grill. So I want to hear what Joe really said to you though, man.
Because I'm on y'all show and it's streamed.
Yeah.
I can't go into detail about
Yeah.
Friday. But
Okay.
Friday post game was one of the craziest post games I've ever had as an NBA fan, much less as a Nets fan.
Damn, really? Friday was.
Oh, it was crazy.
What game was Friday?
Is that the Pelicans?
Pelicans.
You actually went to that game, correct, Jay?
Yeah, I was there.
Nice.
Oh, you went to Nolans?
Well, I'm gonna tell you what's interesting. Funny enough, I was there because I was there for a wedding.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I didn't. I mean, when the wedding was planned, the NBA season wasn't out, and the wedding was like an hour away. And when I found out the Nets were playing, I was like, "Oh, I'm in there."
Yeah.
How much were tickets
For who?
for you? Like to go into the game?
Free.
He's like that, bro. I thought you were like I thought you got season. You were a season ticket holder. I thought. Bro.
What that got to do with the road?
Oh, you okay? You got the my fault.
No, let me say this. Let me humble brag and stunt a little bit. So
Word.
it was my wife's one of her best friends getting married in the state capital, Louisiana, like an hour away.
Right.
So we were down there from Thursday, early Thursday morning until today. And when they were planning everything, my wife was like, "Yo, you gonna come to the rehearsal dinner Friday?" I was like, "What? Nah, the Nets playing. Don't include me in that."
What? He said what?
You're like, what do I have to do? Practice eating? Like, what am I going to be doing?
Don't include me in any of that. So here's the humble brag. So Thursday we got up with some of her friends in New Orleans, and we were like doing stuff in New Orleans. And I contacted one of my people, and I was like, "Yo, where y'all at?" It was like, "Just come by the team hotel," right? I was like, "All right." Now I went. They had told me it was one hotel, but it wasn't that. They told me that weeks ago, but it wasn't that hotel. And so they were like, "Where you at?" I was like, "I'm in the lobby." And they're like, "Nah, you're not in the lobby." And so when we got to the right hotel, we walk in, and we end up spending like talking to Grady and Sarah Kustok for like an hour.
Oh, okay. Sarah Kustok. Stunning. Flexing on them. I always wanted to meet Sarah Kustok, yo. She really knows basketball, like on point.
Yeah.
But she played too, so she got that basketball mind.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, she got that basketball mind. But yeah, Jay, what do you think about today's game first? Before you tell us about the Joe Harris Grill, what do you think about the Joe Harris Grill? What do you think about today? Well, of course, I know you were sad about Joey going down, but
well, I'm gonna tell you and understand. I don't know what you all have already said, so if I'm speaking to what was already said, but now I'm saying it for the people who have already been here. Like I don't want to repeat, but one of the things I got out of it, and this is a sad part of it for me, is that when Joe got hurt, there were people tweeting some ridiculous things, yo. Like,
Exactly.
I understand you may still be upset with him for the playoffs, and a part of that for me is like, you need to grow up, like, and just get over it. But people are married to their narratives, so they would rather be right about something, and even if it means somebody getting hurt, they want to stick to that. Like, yo, how you celebrating if he's getting hurt? Or how you bringing up the Milwaukee series if he gets hurt? Do you want your team to win, or do you want your narrative to be right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
People.
Yeah, that was disgusting. When I saw that, like I said, I retweeted what Saint tweeted out about that, and I was like, when I saw people like saying like celebrating Joe's hurt, I was like, are you serious?
How does anyone celebrate somebody getting hurt? Like that's actually weird. That's so weird. Imagine being happy that someone is literally going through.
Bro, I don't even celebrate when other people like if we play the Lakers and LeBron got hurt. I won't even celebrate because I want to beat the Lakers when they're at their best. I want the best players playing against each other. People don't
understand how fucked up that really is. Like really, that's really bad.
Well, and people don't even. And this is another reason why I love Jay. I mean, people don't want to acknowledge the other things that Joe Harris has been doing today so far in these in the games of the 14 games of the season. And it's like you look at it, it's like you bring it up, and it's like then the only response that somebody has, oh well, let's see if he does it in the playoffs. It's like, so you're just going to completely disregard that this man has completely changed his game so far, where he's playing. Compared to his defense last year, this man is like killing it compared to last year in his defense.
He's had his best
rebounds. His rebounds have gone up. And not only that, the last 7 games, the man has been shooting 60% from 3-point. But let's keep talking about the Milwaukee series.
Let's see if he does it in the playoffs.
Keep saying
I told y'all, bro. I told y'all it was going to be like this. Joe could have 65 points one night, and Nets fans are still going to be like, All right, but
He's
not going to do it in the playoffs.
He's going 8 for 8 from 3. I'm not seeing the best shooters.
It doesn't matter.
I'm not seeing anyone else do this. But nope. Joe
Yeah,
Harris.
it won't matter.
He's
He's
still
or the other
worst.
ones that
Joe
I've
Harris was the
heard,
worst.
especially towards me, is you're only sticking up for him because he's white.
And that's
let's
the
see. What's
stupidest
the
argument
other?
I've ever seen.
Let's see the other one. There's a handful of them that I wish I would have saved some of the dumb.
Because they like deemed you the president of Joe Harris Nation.
I'm president of Joe.
They deemed Saint president of Joe Harris Nation.
And here's the thing: when you say Saint loves Joe Harris, we don't complain when everybody loves.
I love Joe Harris too.
Harden or Kyrie. So what's different if Saint likes to defend Joe Harris?
Yeah,
we never get on the Real Royal for defending Harden. We roast him, but we never.
We roast him.
He always defends Harden. We don't get on Julian for defending Kyrie like the way we.
I'll never do that.
Yeah. So it's like you never defended Kyrie.
No, not once.
Never.
President of Kyrie Nation is speaking.
But bro, it's just weird. Like, it's like y'all love to hate this man.
Yeah.
And mind you, I've said I don't like Joe Harris for certain reasons because he has his problems. But I'm not gonna cheer when he goes down, especially if he's on my team.
He's on our team, bro.
Do y'all look how much of a meathead y'all look?
Yeah, you should pick him up, bro. Pick him up. Don't you can give constructive criticism or something. Don't just pray on his downfall.
I don't care if Javon Carter goes down with an injury. I'm still hurting the same way because he's still on our team. I don't care if whoever is on the bench. If our coach got hurt, I would be upset. Like I said, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's our team. We're the next nation. We're supposed to. You know what I'm saying?
At the end of it, bro, you gotta pick him up. You gotta give words. You could be upset, but it's one that's almost, I don't know how many months ago. There was a lot of other reasons that we didn't win that series, like Harden going down in game 1 and Giannis injuring Kyrie and saying, "Hey, I gotta get it by any means." We're not gonna talk about it though. But there was a lot of other reasons that we didn't win. So it's
at the end of the day, no matter who the player is, if they had the disappointing, because I'm sure, and even Jay, I'm sure watching Joe Harris miss those shots last year, it hurt.
It was bad.
It was bad. That was very, very bad.
Joe Harris was very easy.
It was a tough series. It was tough to watch, especially for people that are fans of Joe, that know the type of guy Joe is, and he's a good dude. It hurts to see a guy get that opportunity and not be able to come through. However, though, at some point you have to look at what has he done to try to improve. And I don't even mention how many more times does he have to try to defend himself. But it's there's no shock that you see the other areas of his game improving, of why his shot has also improved. Because he's becoming more confident. He's becoming definitely more part of the team, looking to pass, looking to bust through those screens. He's trying to get in the passing lane, and he's trying to get rebounds. And I think that is only going to be more of a it just, to me, I look at that at giving his shot more confident. Yeah. Because even KD in his interview the other day, when Joe let loose for 22 points, his first thing said was, "Hey, dude, Joe came out firing, and we just fed off of Joe." So it's if the best man in the league is telling you how good Joe is and that they feed off of him for scoring, that should probably tell you something about the type of person and character, and also the type of ability that Joe has. Because KD is not going to just prop somebody up if they're trash. You don't see him out there bringing up Javon Carter.
I'm over the whole the Joe playoff thing, but like I said, I understand Nets fans still upset about it. I'm not going to be mad at Nets fans that are still holding that against Joe. Because I said, that what Joe did, that put him in. And you know why it was so even more than the Nets, it put him on a world stage. Everybody was watching. It was worldwide.
Well, we also needed a.
You know what I'm saying? So it's that just put him on the limelight. He bricked every shot, and then he just got. Everybody was super analyzing everything, and it's
because we were also looking for a scapegoat as well. Let's just be real. Joe was a scapegoat. At the end of the day, Joe is an obvious, easy scapegoat. He's making $17 million a year, and he had those 3 bad games. He's the reason why we lost. That's what people were a large portion of Fairweather Net fans were were gunning for. And that's just the reality. He was a scapegoat, and it didn't matter. But whatever.
The interesting thing about that, and you all have brought up some points that reminded me of something, and I was on Spaces, so it took me a while to get over here. I didn't even remember to talk about this, but I'll talk about this a little bit without going into full detail. I'll tell y'all when we get off, but without going into full detail of post game Friday.
Yeah.
I was with Joe for quite a bit of time post game, and I brought up some of the criticisms to him. Like when I got the story about the food, I was like, yeah, but I was like, yo, why don't you pull up to shoot threes when guys are right on you? If for nothing else, to draw fouls when you do that. And he was like, and again, I'm not a reporter, I'm just a part-time janitor. He was like, the idea of getting fouled when someone is up on you, he was like, the way James does, or the way a bunch of these other guys in the league does. He said, that's a skill. That's something that you have to practice, just like shooting jumpers.
Yeah, it is.
He said it's not second nature to think, let me get a foul on this guy when he's right up on me, or do the rip move like Brook Lopez used to do. He was like, you don't think about that when you're in the moment.
And to add to that, Jay, you've been seeing him also do the sidestep. That shit's been new.
Yeah.
And he's been hitting it, and he's been hitting it too. That's what's crazy is he's
the
been
pump fake. He's using the pump fake a lot too.
He's starting. Sorry to interrupt you, but
we talked about that also. I definitely said that to him. I was like, you added that part into your game.
Yeah.
And what's next? Because we know there's you can tell for a lot of guys when there's evolution in their game. Yeah. Some guys, you look at them from 1 year to the next, and you look like, what the hell did you do all summer? Because clearly it wasn't
Ben Simmons.
Damn game.
Claxton.
Ben Simmons. Whoa, don't call my guy. Don't you say that to my guy.
I'm sorry, but Claxton talk about my guy like that, bro. In the off season, we know who did.
Don't you talk about my guy like that, bro?
Well, Jay, I'm glad that that's cool. Because I personally could, in my opinion, from what I saw that could tell that this guy has been working on other aspects of his game, and it only makes us better that he does that. So,
have I talked about Joe's workout regimen with you all on the stream before?
Oh no, please tell us.
No. I would love to. I really want to hear it.
It's definitely strict now.
This is no. It's not just now. It's been like this for years. It's one of the reasons why Joe is one of the people who the Nets have paid. They haven't paid everybody who's become a free agent.
That's true.
He's one of their own that they've paid. And the reason being is because Joe is from Chelan, Washington. Chelan, Washington is about 3 hours outside of Seattle. So it's not close to Seattle. And it's like, in Saint, you'll understand what I'm talking about when I say this. It's not like hopping on the 5.
You in the middle of nowhere of a Chelan. What was it called? Chelan?
Dumb fuck nowhere.
Yeah, because that drive between LA and San Francisco is exactly
in the middle of
right. But it's not. He's not from a place like that. So where he's from, you gotta get on a lot of back roads and a lot of mountainous roads. And if I drove there this summer, that's how I know. It's wild, some of the views that you see. You ain't seen views like this. And depending on who it is, it's also scary. So he's from a place that's not close to a big city at all. And this man is in Brooklyn Every week of the year, with the exception of he goes home 1 week a year, and that's to run his basketball camp. That's the only time he goes home. The rest of the time, he's in Brooklyn working on his game.
Yeah.
So for people who get upset with him and you did this, you did that, he's in Brooklyn at the Nets training facility in the off season religiously. The man is working on his game in Brooklyn religiously. So it's not an accident that you're seeing certain things being incorporated into his game now, because that's what he does. He's not one of those guys who you see in tabloids or have enjoying his summer, this, that. Nah, he's really working on his game.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Let me even read this comment. This is a good comment right here. Somebody said this season Joe has improved his game. He's driving more using the pump fake at 3, and he's crashing the boards. Now, if he gets a mid-range pull-up and improves his free throw shot, it's a wrap.
Wait. AJ. Steven said, he said Kyrie will be participating in touch healing next Friday, bro.
Yo, what? He said touch healing?
Oh, no. What the fuck?
He just said Kyrie hosting a Twilight watch party on Thursday.
Yo, I hate the chat, man. The chat is going crazy. He said touch healing on Friday.
What the fuck is that?
All right, Jay, I got a question for you, because I did hop into Spaces, right? And I don't poach anything from Spaces or even repeat it on here unless you're here. Somebody towards the end, when you got out, Brandon had made a comment about, because I wasn't sure I think it was Jack Manuel. Jack Manuel is from Australia, correct? Jay?
Yes, he is.
Oh, okay, cool. Because we were gonna bring him up here, but we weren't sure if he was from. But I heard somebody said, like, what did he miss? And somebody said that Brandon said that you said that we were searching for a K-cock. Now I took that as we were searching for a K-cock type player. Is that what I was like? Is there some kind of thing that was talked about on the stream that there is some kind of news that we are potentially searching for somebody, or is this going to be no comment?
Saint, I don't know when you came in, but that was probably during the joking portion.
Okay, see, I don't know, dude. And that's why I gotta ask, bro. Like,
no, whenever K-Cock is mentioned, is nothing but jokes.
Yeah, no, I didn't know if there was any talk of us potentially searching for somebody, i.e. Claxton or. Hey, dude, I'm gonna talk about Claxton until he shows me something different, bro. That guy needs to.
You all. Okay, since you're saying that, just to give a little clarity of. So you didn't hear this part. I actually gave a brief update on Clax.
Oh, okay.
Okay, good.
And the update I gave is Clax potentially will be out for a month.
Wow. God damn.
Chill.
Bro,
dude, what is going on?
What hookah bar did he go to get this? I know
said, what hookah bar?
Like, what weed did he smoke? Who did he get to do? What the hell?
This is part of it.
The ramp up takes a while too, right?
No, the ramp up does
got to
take a while,
be more.
Yeah.
I was briefly on Spaces before I had to cut out on Friday, and the way that they put up on the board, on the scoreboard before the game, they said these people will not be playing tonight. And up on the scoreboard, they put that Claxton was out with a nasal injury. So,
wow.
And we haven't heard that at all.
Yeah.
I know. That's why when I looked up and I saw it, I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
So, that was a part of his sickness that I wasn't privy to, and I didn't even ask. What I've come to understand is Clax has, through his sicknesses, he's lost weight.
Wow.
And they want him to gain weight back, and really they want to put on weight also before he comes back. So that's also part of the ramp up because he has lost weight. A part of it is also that people are thinking about, the argument has been, does he have the body type to put on weight? Clax's father is like 280, 270.
Yo, he was a big dude, Clax's dad.
Yeah,
Yo.
that's a big dude.
Yeah, he was like
dude.
some built like.
That's a lineman. Yeah, no.
Yeah, but do we have to wait till he's 35 or 40 to gain that weight, though?
No,
he can gain weight. He definitely can gain weight.
This is part of what I was saying on Spaces, is that look, and I'm not comparing the two, but look at AD when he came in the league. They have some of a similar background because Clax grew up. No, listen to this part. Clax grew up as a guard. So did AD.
Just like AD, yeah.
And then AD was skinny when he came into the NBA.
Yeah.
Look how he's filled out. Giannis was skinny when he came into the NBA. Look how he's filled out.
He was skinnier than Claxton.
He was skinnier as fuck.
Giannis was skinnier than Claxton, bro.
Yeah.
But this is just Clax's third year. So it may take him a few years to get weight. Yeah. But he's willing to gain weight.
Yeah. Yeah. I was gonna say, like, people think like weight gain it doesn't happen like this. It takes years of like consistent eating, consistent working out every day. Like it takes
it's the turning the weight into muscle. Like, but everybody's different. Like everybody. Yeah,
everybody's. It's also you need genetics, and you need
because you have people who have bad metabolisms who cannot lose weight for anything, and then you have people who are like really skinny and they could eat however many calories a day, and they just can't gain any weight. So I guess it's different. It depends, but
it takes, like I said, it's anybody can. Because I said even Dwight Howard. Dwight Howard was really skinny. Yeah. Dwight Howard was really skinny when he came into the league, bro. And he got, like I said, it just takes years of like consistent working out, eating. But you just got to put the work in. That's what Claxton. That's what I want Claxton to do, is just put the work in. If you're gonna do that. Somebody said give Claxton Zion weight. No, that's too much weight. We don't want that.
That's too much. That's a little too much.
We don't want those Zion weight. We don't want those Zion weight on Claxton. But damn, man, that's. I knew the ramp up was gonna be a long time because like. The way Claxton was looking early on in the season, I was like, and he was getting tired. Then I was like, oh man, I can only imagine what the ramp up is. He's got to get like, it's gonna take a long time for him to like.
I don't know. I'm not getting good feelings about Claxton hanging around. I could be wrong, but
yo, man, don't you
I'm sorry, bro. Like, listen, I'm not gonna be
AJ. I have a perfect picture for when someone talks about Claxton. I'm sorry.
Yeah, give me a good picture.
See, when you say that, hold on.
I have feelings, bro. I have feelings. I have like. I'm not saying I'm right, but I just.
I'm a share it.
You say that, but my guy, man. Nah, I know Claxton plays. Like I said, I put it out there when he plays bad, but like, just give him a chance. Is all I'm asking, bro.
I put it to Share Saint. Like, I feel like this is AJ's face when someone mentions Claxton. like, don't you talk about Claxton? Like, say that.
Talk about it like that.
That's honestly, that's how it be, man. That's
how AJ be when somebody called PJ Tucker the KD stopper.
Oh yeah. I hate that, bro. That always gets my so mad when that happens, bro.
Before we get out of here, well, I'm gonna ask Jay one more question. Jay, what are your thoughts on the upcoming Warriors game? How are you seeing us play that? What do you see? Do you think Patty starts?
I don't.
All right. What do you think our lineup will be?
I think Durant Carter starts.
Oh my goodness. Ooh. But I wouldn't be surprised if Nash does that. It would be the wrong move. I understand. I would understand it.
Now let me provide a little bit of context because I gained a certain level of respect for Javon Carter on Friday because y'all gonna be like, yeah, this dude really had.
You got the best Friday.
There's a lot of people in chat that are like, they're coming at Javon Carter worse than they're coming at Joe Harris.
Oh yeah, no, they violating
Javon Carter. They're doing dirty. Well, they're going crazy
now, Saint. I don't know if you were in the spaces for this, but Javon Carter, his girlfriend sat next to me at the game. Now, I did not know that was his girlfriend sitting next to me at the game.
Nah.
Oh no!
Oh.
And you said some shit, didn't you? You
Yeah.
said something, didn't you?
No, not. I didn't say anything out of pocket.
Okay.
But my thing was, I understand people are like abusing him right now, but the way she described it to me, she was like, and she was actually pretty objective when she said this, which is why I'm repeating it. She was saying that Javon is playing a new position this year because everything that Coach Nash and the coaches are encouraging him to do, Coach Monty Williams and the coaches told him not to do.
Oh wow. Wow.
And so
Like, can you give examples? Like, if any little, like,
shoot.
Shooting,
like shooting,
yeah,
or ball handling. He wasn't a ball handler.
He's
like
not that type of guard. He's not a point guard. He's like he's an off the ball kind of scoring kind of guard. I think that's what his real natural thing is.
Phoenix is very rigid in what they do. It's easy to do that when Chris Paul is your lead guard. And so he's in a different role right now. The one thing, and I understand people coming at him because sometimes he has taken bad shots. If anyone disagrees with this next point, I'm just going to conclude that you're not watching basketball at all. That man's defense has been top notch.
Yes.
Exactly. Oh yeah, that's one thing we can all agree. Javon Carter is good at the moment. He does terrific.
But that's the problem. The problem is a lot of young people, newer people that follow the NBA or fans or whatever. It's like they're not looking at the complete game. They're just looking.
They just care about scoring.
They just care about the shots. Yeah, they're not
scoring
looking about
offense.
because that is to me the most obvious thing about his game is if you are, like you said, if you're not watching basketball and you really aren't watching the games, if you don't see him literally on ball, trying to cut through screens, trying to I agree.
And that's a part of why I think he should start, because Golden State, they are, I can't think of another team. They're the best screening team in the NBA.
Yeah.
Best small ball team too right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they start 3 guards. So we need to start another guard against them. In spaces, some people were like, they think Bembry should start. I think Bembry should be held on too. So when Jordan Poole comes in the game, Bembry comes in and locks his ass up.
That'd be that's an ideal match.
Does he come out? He comes off the bench.
Unit of Bembry,
Jordan Poole comes off the bench.
I don't know.
I gotta look at the Warriors roster.
Hold on, let me see something.
Well,
go to the ESPN.
I'm sorry, but the second unit of Patty Mills, Bembry coming in, LA, like that is still, that's acceptable.
Yeah, I gotta see what the Warriors projected. I don't even. It was as good as the Warriors have been playing. I haven't really dived into one of their games, except that one game when they were cooking the Lakers. I definitely tuned in.
I will say this though, because somebody brought up a good point. I can't remember who said it on Twitter, and I don't know if I think it was like Billy Reinhart posted something, and I just couldn't help but laugh because the shit was funny. Unfortunately, when we get down, I think it had to do with Cam Thomas. Like when Cam Thomas comes in and Carter's out there, it's like, oh yeah, this is what it. Billy Wright said something that means nothing but annoys me anyways. Is Javon Carter and DeAndre Bembry dominating the ball when Cam Thomas checks in during garbage time? And then I'm like, spot on. Carter thinks he's like Iverson during garbage time. I will agree with that. It really means nothing. He's so right. But that tweet was so spot on because we're all looking for when Cam gets in the game to go off. But 9 times out of 10, Carter's in there, and Carter's all over that, and he's the same size as Iverson almost. Yeah. But he looks like he wants to take over.
Yeah, Poole is their starting scoring guard at the moment.
I just looked at it. They start Jordan Poole, Steph, Kevon Looney, Andrew Wiggins, and Draymond Green. That's their starter. That was their starters against the Hornets. This guy named Belish, Belly. I don't know how to say his name.
Belika or Belika, yeah.
Belika. Yeah, he's good. I remember him during the Lakers game. He was
the guard that comes off the bench.
Kuminga.
Oh, the guard.
Kuminga. No, Kuminga's a four.
Damian Lee.
Damian Lee.
I'm talking about Damian Lee. Yeah, they've got guys coming off the bench, and the thing about Jordan Poole starting, Bruce Brown will just check him.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And Bruce Brown.
Who's going Steph though? Are you gonna put Javon and Steph?
Yes.
Okay, I like that.
Either Bruce or Javon Carter guarding Steph, and the other one guarding Poole.
Okay.
That saves James Harden from having to run around.
Oh, James Harden's definitely not running around.
I know. Definitely not running around with Steph. Harden can just be over there on Draymond.
Yeah, I like that matchup. Draymond and Harden. Yeah. And then KD can probably guard Wiggins. And then Blake will probably guard Looney. Yeah.
And then they create havoc on the other side because Golden State has nobody who can guard Harden.
Yeah.
Unless you're gonna tell me you want Draymond on Harden, and then Wiggins is gonna one up KD. Okay.
Right.
They also got Otto Porter Jr.
Here's my question: what big on that team is going to check LaMarcus?
None. But I told you all this.
We might win the game off that. I'm being honest.
Didn't I tell you all this at least a month ago? That LA coming in against second units, and even if he's against the first unit, if you put your fifth best defender on him, he's gonna cook them all game.
Yeah.
Golden State likes to play small. After what big do they have?
We were talking about that earlier in the stream where I think most of us have become extremely comfortable with LA coming in second unit with Patty. Like there really is no need for him to start. As much as some people would like it.
People want him to start because they want us to be up by 100 points in the first quarter.
In the first quarter,
It's not realistic, man. Hey, let me add on to the Cam Thomas thing because what you all were saying was actually true, and it's funny. But didn't you see them go away from that tonight?
Yeah.
And Cam Thomas was out there scoring the ball.
Yeah. The first shot he took, he made it.
They tried to give him the ball.
A conscious effort was made because Cam Thomas was supposed to play all of the fourth quarter or most of the fourth quarter on Friday.
Oh,
he had family in the building. We were up by 20-something points, and then I don't know what the hell happened.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, he is from New Orleans. It's from the New Orleans area, right?
New Orleans.
I don't know where he's from, but I do know he went to LSU, which is like an hour outside New Orleans, and he had family in the building, and so the expectation was that he was going to play, but he didn't get in because they ended up taking the lead. So he was definitely going to play tonight. And, they made a little run in the fourth quarter. KD came back in, shut that shit down, and then he got in the game. But when he got in the game, you see they told that man, score.
Yeah.
Go out there and score.
All right. Mid-range pull-up. Let me read some comments. Somebody said Nash happened, which is why LA has. Somebody said, which is why LA is going to have a bad game because he's slow. What does that mean?
Who said that?
I wouldn't even read that.
Somebody said,
we've seen LaMarcus versus faster teams, and he'd fried them equally.
Yeah,
like I don't think LMA's game. There's not a lot of people that can guard that. Like, Jay from Jesus Christ. But there's not a lot of guys that can guard LMA's game when he's on fire. I'm sorry, like.
Yeah.
That's the beauty. That's the beauty of LaMarcus. Like his game is like timeless. On top of that, they don't teach how to guard.
It's a dying breed. His game is a dying breed.
Most people shoot threes, bro. Like in the past 5 years, most people shoot threes. So it's like when you see this man come in here and he's doing all those moves, they just don't have the experience necessary to really deal with that. That's why you can't really fuck with KD either, because it's like you don't really know what he's gonna do like that.
Yeah, I think Julian said it best. Like, there's a reason why everybody in 2K uses this man's jump shot. Like, there's a reason.
Yeah, that's facts.
Aldridge mid-range is broken like 2K.
Yeah, no.
Low mid-range.
Well, I think we should. Do you want to get out of here, Jay? I mean, AJ?
Yeah. It's like we're on 2 hours now.
Yeah. Well, all I'm going to say is good W, good win. 10-4. We're technically second in the East right now, but I'm excited for Golden State. That's all I've got to say. I think we have a shot at it, and we're going to see we're going to get a real good test of our defense to see, because they are going to be running massive screens. It's going to be interesting to see if we can keep up.
Yeah.
Hopefully, and prayers up on Joe. Hopefully, we get good news.
Prayers up for Joe.
Hopefully, it's a minor sprain, and he'll be back. I doubt he'll be back for Golden State. Unfortunately, that kind of bums me out. I was actually looking forward to that, but.
Get us to 100 likes, y'all, before we end the stream, too. I'm going to read a couple more comments real quick before I get everybody gets their last words in. Somebody said the game plan is beating Warriors and switching which is why LMA. Oh, he said LMA. Okay, he said the switch thing with the Warriors is gonna bother LMA.
You mean
he's gonna have to move on defense?
Yeah, that's gonna be He's. I mean, how heavy is he? How much he weigh?
I think he's like 220. Something like that.
LA,
yeah, 220.
Gotta be at least
210.
LA, nah, he at least 250.
Yeah,
he's 250.
Yeah, he at least
off the bat,
260 maybe.
Starting at I think he's.
I think he might be 260.
Check
I thought he was like 230. But that's a good point though. He might, like I said, the Warriors is very, 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 very small. They play.
He's not going to be able to just go under or above screens like that. If he can guard in that position.
But once again,
Belisha, though, he can guard the guy off the bench.
How the hell are the Warriors going to guard LaMarcus? Or are they going to switch onto him? How are they going to double?
Nobody.
Like, what the hell?
They're gonna have to switch God onto him.
Yeah, like,
bro, isn't
tell me Belisha is gonna clamp up LaMarcus? No. Is Looney gonna clamp him up? No.
Bro, Looney literally sold the game for them today.
LaMarcus can guard Looney.
Dude,
and he can guard Belisha.
Bro, Looney is like 6'9". I think he averages about 2.5 points per game and around 3.3 rebounds.
He just rebound. Yeah, the only he does is just rebound. He don't really do
The only thing I remember from Kevon Looney was all he did was grimace his face in the finals, and that's all I remember. Like every time I looked at him, bro looked like he's about to pass out dying. Like he just looked like in pain all the time.
Aldridge is exactly 250.
Oh, he's 250. Okay.
Yeah, he's 250.
Bro, he is going to send Looney to the backstop, bro. He is going to kill him, bro. It's not even going to be fair.
To the gulag. Hey, Vaughn.
Matter of fact, I have to look up Kevon Looney's stats because this dude is just not impressed and not impressing at all.
Somebody said, don't forget what happened last time we saw the Warriors and what the beard did. Ooh.
Hey, when was that?
What did the beard do?
Nah, AJ, you violent. AJ be throwing
hey,
shots. Y'all don't be here. Y'all don't know. Y'all don't be knowing.
I wasn't too far. I mean, 5.7 points per game, 6.6 rebounds. I mean, we're looking at.
When's the last time we played them though? For real?
I'd say
that's a good question.
January.
We played them in January.
Yeah, fourth weekend in January.
Yeah,
you know the rules changed, right?
Oh yeah,
Roy, it's talking to you, bro. Royal. It's talking to you. Somebody said Looney's on AI. Oh, I can't read this. Watch out for Gary Payton II. Yeah, I seen him. He got minutes tonight. I saw Gary Payton.
He's gonna dunk on somebody.
Is that Gary Payton's that's Gary Payton's son?
No, I don't think they're related. Are they?
Yeah, it's his son.
Yeah.
What's his son? Oh,
but his son is like
his cousin.
Much bigger than.
That's his cousin from his uncle's side.
Gary Payton II. That better be Gary Payton's son.
That's the left hand glove. That's
the left. It's not the glove.
It's the left hand glove.
It's the sock.
It's not. It's the mitten.
The mitten.
The mitten.
Oh man! Oh my God! We got the Nick. Oh my God! We got the bots coming in here. We got to get off. You see the bots is in here now.
Anything but the bots, bro.
We got the Nets After Dark bots. Like it's the XXXXX box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Naked HD XY, bro. What?
Yo, that's crazy, right? What is that? What is this? Nah, bro.
It's 12. It's because it's about to be 12.
That is not real, bro. What even is? How does someone like that get in a hole? Get in a fucking net stat?
This is a
How does
real
that even-
person that edited a bot to do that. That's a real
Yo,
person.
It's probably Gween.
That's a
That's
real
who it
person.
is.
hey, y'all thought Nets After Dark wasn't a real thing. That is
Oh my god,
real,
no,
bro.
It's definitely Gween. Now that you mentioned, oh my god, it's definitely him. There's just no way it's not.
Yo.
That's crazy.
Somebody said Harden's gonna throw turnovers. Y'all not commenting anything. We're trying to wrap this stream up. Y'all just comment anything. I was trying to get some good last word comments out.
Bro,
Why we acting like Harden's not gonna bitch Steph Curry, bro?
He's about to
He's gonna smack him.
on
He's gonna sun him. He's gonna smack him on the head.
All right, let's do last words real quick. Jay, what do you got a score call on the game? What are you saying?
Nets win.
Nets win.
Yeah. He didn't even give a score. He just said, however it happened, it happened. You know, we should win.
It will happen.
I'd say 110, 102 Nets.
I don't think it's gonna be a lot higher than that. I think it's gonna be like a 120 to like 124 or some crazy
It's crazy.
game.
The scoring games haven't gone like this whole season hasn't been like there hasn't been like really high scoring games like that.
No.
That rule change, Joe.
It would be if Kyrie was here, then we would be scoring the hell at it. We would.
If Kyrie was here,
don't you bring him up again, Say.
I don't care. I'm not bagging on the man, but I'm just saying it's like if he was here, this would be
AJ touch the poster.
Score wise,
120.
Bring this man up again. Just leave him alone.
No,
hey, he burning sage right now.
I'm hoping he comes out of the Matrix and starts killing it, man. That's what I want to see, dude. He needs to get out the Matrix.
Yo, no, I'm not gonna lie, that was hilarious when he put that Matrix.
Like, what was the point of him posting that?
Yo, it was literally, you know, when you will the Matrix, you see like the Chinese letters, like it's like he literally like, how do you just tweet that and not say anything?
It's like if Kyrie didn't play basketball, he literally like you know how I'm pretty sure y'all played PlayStation, bro. He's like one of those people with like the anonymous profile picture, bro.
Yeah, yeah, he would be. He literally just tweeted the Matrix like computer, and it just like didn't say nothing.
Like how did you do that? Everybody on Twitter is like trying to scramble to decipher it, and it's
what
like,
does he mean?
or even the other one that he posted earlier, something about basically like looking within for the answers, and people, and it's like, see, I see that because I've read something like that similar before, and it's a very intelligent thing. Like, hey, stop looking outward for things, people, places, things to solve your personal problems. It's time to start looking within. So to me, when I read that, it's very self-explanatory what it means, but you still had people going, well, what does it mean? And I'm like it means stop looking elsewhere, look within, basically.
Within.
There's really no magical meaning behind that. It's self-explanatory.
He said Kyrie's gonna be Agent Smith. Chill, man. No, he's not gonna be Agent Smith, man. Chill. All right, I'll get your last words in because this chat is going crazy.
I'm good. Brooklyn Way, a little Jersey swag. That's my last words.
Yeah.
And those were spoken by Kyrie, by the way.
Hey.
The guy.
Go ahead, Charles.
Beat the Warriors.
All right.
Beat the Warriors.
Julia.
Yeah, beat the Warriors.
Light the stream up. We gonna be back. When's that? The 16th.
When's the game? Tuesday?
Yeah. We play him on the 16th. So, you know, we gonna get a dub. Thanks for pulling up. Subscribe to the channel, and shout out to everybody up here. Shout out to Jay.
Hey, have you seen what they did to me with this photo? Did you?
Edited by Rage X AJ, bro.
Facts. That's F4. You know what I'm saying?
That's F4. It's over.
Rage, you got last words? Yeah, go ahead, Rage.
Last words. Nets win 120 to 113. Harden drops 33.
Hey. Yeah, my last word is make sure you guys hit that like button and follow me on Instagram at Nets Kingdom 711. Follow Saint on Twitter, SaintNet1, and I'm on Twitter at Nets Kingdom AJ. We pinned the Discord. Yeah, thank you, Isaac. Thank you. Appreciate all my mods in the chat. If you want to join our Discord, the Discord is pinned to the YouTube, so just join the Discord. I know somebody was commenting me on my YouTube. Discord. What's the Discord? Like, maybe I should put it on the community tab or something. But if you watch our streams, you should know the Discord usually is always pinned. But good night, everybody. Have a good night. We'll see you guys against the Warriors on Tuesday. Oh, Leb, what's good, Leb?
Oh,
Leb always come late.
Yeah, Leb coming in right now. God damn it, Leb.
Golden State Pack incoming.
Yeah.
Smoking on that G-Pack.
Lab, you're gonna have to pull up next show. Warriors. I'm giving you. You got till Tuesday to figure it out. You got to come up. You're gonna have to pay somebody to do your homework that night.
Get your shit together. Come up here.
Get your shit together.
I don't want to hear this. I have homework excuse anymore. You gotta
That
come,
lame ass
come
shit.
on.
Get your shit together, Lab.
I got homework. I got responsibilities.
Take an F in one test. You can do it.
You be all right.
Just Tuesday, one F.
Somebody said
All right,
Iggy's
y'all.
gonna have 60. What? All right, here we go.
Yeah, let's just end it on that.